Hello, everybody. It's been a long time. Long time for your buddy Josh on YouTube Live. Long time. Am I still here? Anyone here? Anyone joining your old buddy? Anyone joining your old buddy Josh Live? Let's see. Is it showing up even on my channel here? Let's double check. Is anybody here? All right, it's just me. No one loves me anymore. No one wants their old buddy Josh. Let's see. First live in 3 months. There we go. We'll turn the monetization on, even though we don't make any money on it. But you never know. You never know. Let's see. We live. Hey, you got a couple people there. Mike Douglasville, right on. Kenny. Monica S. All right, right on. You're all alone. Monica, where are you coming in from? Mike, Douglasville. I was just down in Carrollton today. My son had a cross-country match at Happy Saturday, Josh. I'm Sam G. Blessings to you and yours. Thank you. Thank you. You too, back at you. Nova. So just let us know where you guys are coming in from. So we got, I know where Kenny's coming from but Chesapeake, Virginia, right on. Hello, Chesapeake. I used to work at the Chesapeake Crab House, not the Chesapeake Bay Seafood House, the Chesapeake Crab House in Silver Spring, Maryland. And Buffalo, New York, Richard Dombrowski. Wasn't there a lineman named Dombrowski? David Vasica, right on. City Angeles, California, right on. Saying, hey, Dana! What's going on, Maine, Dana? Right on. Covington, Georgia. All right, David, right on. Not sure where Covington is. Kingsport, Tennessee. Very familiar with that. Your daughter lives in Carrollton. Man, that high school was nuts. I mean, it was like a freaking college. I was like, what the hell is this? It looked like a private school. Right on. Richard Dombrowski, right on. Jessica, I remember you, Jennifer. All right, right on. Well, it's good to be back seeing some of you guys here. It's been a long time. I can't prove this, but I got off doing YouTube live streams. 2 live streams on locals every week and then 1 on YouTube. We got White House, Ohio, and Sydney, Australia. Wow, look at that. We know Dana's from Maine. The dude's from Las Vegas, Buffalo, New York, Chesapeake. Jill's from someplace in Indiana. Nova Gas. The dude says stay positive. Sam G. Linda D. Mike from Douglasville. Blue Wrenches. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, so how do I can't see that because I'm not on you. I got you. That's what. Got Delaware in the house. But anyway, so it's down in so we went down to Carrollton for a cross country match, and there's freaking ton of schools. China Hills, California. What the hell is that? Pittsburgh, right on, Brian. My freaking reading glasses. Been working more. All right, Jennifer. Here we go. Car. Jim Carson's in his car. Pablo's living his best life. He is. Hey, Marie. I just broke my reading glasses. I got freaking. Anyway, I'm just trying to fix these. Anyway, so driving by this high school and they had like a JV game or something like that. It's like it looked literally like a college campus. I was like, what the hell is this? I said, this a private school or a public school? I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, crazy. Because the football stadium was it was crazy, man. I was like, this is nuts. And I don't know if Carrollton, they must be pretty good because they said, they qualify for state playoffs every year for like a million straight years or something like that. That's where University of West Georgia is. Got San Diego, Detroit's in the house, Columbus, Ohio, right on. Let's see if that, there we go. Oh yeah, let's see, it's a little bit better. Their QB is ranked one of the best in the nation. Really? Holy crap. At Carrollton? That's nuts, man. University of West Georgia. And everyone in college football is like, Deion Sanders is changing the game. I was like, all right, he got a good win against TCU, but I mean, and then he just, they beat Nebraska, but I mean, Nebraska sucks. And it's like, what? How about the coach from Duke? They beat Clemson pretty handily, and Clemson was a bigger opponent than TCU. All things up stupid, man. It's like Coach Sanders, Coach Prime is changing the game. I hate the bandwagon. I hate it. It's so embarrassing. It's like, When Colorado has five straight losses, which will happen later on this year, people can say, "Well, Coach Sanders sucks." It's going to happen. Watch. You know what I'm saying? I call him Toeless Dion, Toeless Shoeless Joe Jackson, Toeless Coach Prime, Toeless Coach Prime, because he had long on Bama. As long as Bama gets beat, I'm happy. Why do you care about Alabama, Marie? That's weird. Up in Pennsylvania, you care about Alabama. But anyway, it's Toeless Coach Sanders. That's what it is, because he had blood clots. Why did he have blood clots? Who knows? Who knows? I better watch what I say. Denise emailed me earlier today. Some guy, Economic Ninja or something like that. He's got a pretty big channel, much bigger than mine, and I guess he got hit with a week suspension like that for talking about, hey, Penelope, our residential bot, Penelope's back. Right on. All right, cool. I got to give some of you guys, hold on just a second. I get on the, see if I can't get on the live stream. I got to give some of you guys, how do I do this? I'm going to my channel here. The always ranked high and overrated. There's Denise. Anyway, so I was just telling Denise, I was telling everybody, Denise, about how you were saying on the that one YouTube channel, whatever that guy's name was, Economic Ninja or something like that. That he got banned, but he got hit with a thing for something. He used to be able to make people. I'm just okay. All right. So Marie, I just added you as a moderator. Penelope, I'm going to add you as a moderator too. Jeff, I'm going to add you as a moderator. All right, so just seeing anyone, spamming, talking. Look, I don't care if they disagree with me, but if you're just seeing when you're talking porn, spamming, just ban them. I wouldn't want any of that crap. Well, so anyway, going back to what I was saying, is, I think I got everybody on here that. If I'm missing somebody as a moderator, my apologies. But was she already a moderator? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think she was. Denise. Turf toe. Um, anyway, so basically what I was going to do is I was I don't like doing 3 live streams a week. That was wearing big time. I don't want to do it. So I said I was just going to do live streams on locals, and I like my locals live streams. $5 a month on locals is fun. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? I can only subscribe to so many people, 100%. But we usually get about 25 people on locals. It's pretty cool. Like maybe 20, 25, something like that. I think on Wednesdays we get on Saturdays it's only getting like 12 to 15. It's weird. I said I don't want to do 3 live streams a week. But I could see my channel, the views on my channel was going down since I stopped doing live streams. And I'm not going to put it past YouTube that they were. I hate they're shadow banning me. I don't mean it like that. Just like they promote certain channels for some reason and other people. I don't know why. But I think the live stream, when I stopped doing live streams here, I don't make any money on live streams. I don't make any money. So it's like, why even bother doing it if I'm not making money? And then I saw after 3 months, I tell you, there's been steadily declining views. I said, I bet it has something to do with live. I could absolutely be wrong. I mean, all of a sudden out of nowhere, I could have said really made me mad. That doesn't make sense. One of the things I've said for the 6 years I've been doing this, I don't think I said anything the last 3 months to make people mad. I don't think so. I think it has something to do with the live streams. I think YouTube rewards people who does live streams. And as such, I said, well, I better get back to doing live streams. And I miss some of you guys, like Penelope and I saw Dana's on here. Some of you guys, I miss interacting for sure. Just got great. He was dinging really hard, Denise. Like dinged really hard, like a 2-week ban or something like that. Uh, anyway, so it's fun to see you guys back here. I like it. And then also just didn't Sanders? We got suffered from turf toe back in the day, maybe, but he had blood clots. If you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying. So he, I mean, so it's fun to be back here. I'm not gonna lie to you. We get more people for sure. And, YouTube makes money on live streams. I'm making money off it, yeah. But Yeah. So Deb's a good question. Deb. So Deb asked when he. I just gotta get back on this. And I'm not on Rumble. I don't trust the Rumble stuff. No, sorry. I just don't trust the Rumble numbers. It's different now, but Rumble makes you pay for their live streams. And hey, Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca is hey, right on. My man says, "Well, here's $20. Now you're in paid money mode." Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, Priola. Rebecca, she says she's still enjoying retirement. Thanks for all your help and guidance. Dude, isn't the audio isn't great? Is the audio great for you guys? Give me a thumbs up if the audio is bad audio. Audio is in and out. Huh. Um, Let me do something here. Maybe I gotta do spotty audio. All right, spotty bad audio. I can hear the young now I can hear the young man Josh. Bad audio. Huh. I don't know what to make about that. Maybe we'll just log off and all right, so is it how far from Wi-Fi? Yeah, this is where I always do my live streams, Marie, right here. I'm in the same place I always do them. It's still bad. All right, so check one, check two, check three, check four. If it's still bad, I'll just go upstairs and do them where I used to do them. But this is where I always do the live streams from, down the basement. Give me a thumbs. Let me know. Better now. Okay, a little bit better. Phyllis says just a little bit better. Or Philly Fox. Oh, better. Oh, that's weird. What happened? Good now. Okay. Rebecca says audio fine. Okay, cool. All right, so Deb says, and Deb crushes, just another many crushers. And Rebecca, I forgot, did you retire to the villages? Was that you, Rebecca? All right, sweet. Someone was running the microwave, the 5G. Now they're doing 10G. There's nothing dangerous about that at all. They've done the studies. There's no danger at all there. All right. Anyway, so when I post videos, are they always new videos or can they be from years past? So on this channel, it depends what channel you're on, Deb. So on Heritage Wealth Planning, they're all new videos. On my Josh Scanlon, they're all old videos. All right. The villages, yeah. So Rebecca moved to the villages and she hates it. She says, "Man, the villages suck. Don't move there because it sucks." She's telling everybody, "Don't move to the villages. It's horrible there. Do not move to the villages. If you vote for the Democrats, don't move to the villages," says Rebecca. "You do not want to go down there if you vote for the Democrats." Anyway, so the old my Josh Scanlon channel, I do the old videos, and the reason for that is because hey, I get paid. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. I mean, I don't. I mean, I make money on reposting old videos. I never thought I'd do that. So one day I got banned from YouTube, for like 2 weeks. I mean, I was on my last strike, and I was piece of, top of the morning. Top of the morning. Wait, hey, First Sergeant, good morning. Oh. All right, let's say prayers for Denise here. Oh man, I had a huge spinal surgery a month ago. I prayed to be out of pain permanently and for function to be fully and permanently restored. All right. Oh man, dear Heavenly Father, please take Denise's pain away and restore her back to full capacity. I pray for her, Lord. Your back surgery is the word, God. You know. I don't need to tell you, but please, Lord, whatever you want is we have to deal with. But Lord, please take her pain. Back surgery, back pain. Oh boy. Please restore her back to full capacity without pain. And we pray for all those right now who are suffering, Heavenly Father. We pray for all those. We know that the ultimate sufferer was Lord Jesus on the cross, voluntarily took the nails in his flesh to open the gates of heaven. And he suffered for all of us. But Lord, we still pray to minimize our suffering. We pray for Denise, have a fast recovery. We pray in Jesus' name, amen. Ah, man, Denise, I tell you, that sucks. I was having a little bit of a back pain. I shared on my YouTube channel. Oh, and just let me stop real quick. So Deb, my Josh Scanlon channel is old videos. The Heritage Wealth Planning is new videos. And what I do is I literally just go through and I say, what was the most viewed videos of my past? And I just repost them on Josh Scanlon. So some go back to 2018. Some go to, I don't repost anything from 2023. So anything from 2023 has yet to be reposted, but I will go back from 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 5 years, and I'll repost them. The most videos that the, oh God. I don't get paid on live. I mean, you get paid like $3, Joe. It's weird. It's strange how they don't. I'm not sure how that works, but literally I can monetize them. It's not about the money. I mean, look, if I'm going to do it, I want to get paid. That's why I did it on the locals. I'm still doing it on the locals every Wednesday. So just FYI, we have a very wonderful locals community, $5 a month, and it's great. Now, I don't expect this is not a beg. You don't have to be there. It's up to you, but it's very much enjoyable. I very much enjoy that. But with that said, I also want to make sure my YouTube channel stays afloat because this is where I get my bread and butter. I mean, this is my salary right here. So if people are going to be on my live stream, and that encourages YouTube to get me more views, I'm not stupid. I'll take advantage of it for sure. But YouTube, they don't pay much on live streams. You know, I get emails about my sponsorships. I don't want anything to do with that. So I get emails all the time about sponsorships, and I don't care if people do it. I don't want any. I don't care. I don't want to. I'm too lazy to go through the rigmarole of slicing and dicing a video, putting some product up there that I'm never going to use, and I just don't care about. And I hate to say I'll never do that because the minute I say that, I'll get $50,000 to sponsor Joe Biden in 2024, and I'll say, "You got it, Big Joe. I'll sponsor you," and I'll call him Bo Jiden. But I mean, I don't want to sponsor people. I just like to I don't plan on doing any videos in any day. I don't say this is my list of videos I want to do. I have no plans at all. Like this morning, I said I realized it's like 4:00 and I hadn't done a video yet, and I had no intention of doing one. I knew I was going to go live here. And then I read that article about Wisconsin, their stupid their pension managers. I said, this is nuts. And it's not a huge video. I think it's one of I don't get many. So what they do on YouTube, just as a side note, you can see like on your like the video I did earlier today. Let me just see real quick. They give you a list of 1 through 10. All right. So to say that video right now has only got 600 views. So that's definitely. I did it 3 hours ago, and it says, 10 out of 10. So this is one of my least ranking views, the one I did earlier today. And the reason is because it said Nevada and I said Wisconsin. So the only people interested in that video are going to be Nevada people or Wisconsin. That's it. And I knew that going in. I mean, for a fact going in. But if you want to appeal to certain people in Nevada and Wisconsin, you got to make it very targeted. Marketing 101 is target, not wide, it's narrow. Charles Stanley's son, Andy Stanley, here in Alpharetta, did a book, Slow and Deep or something like that, which actually sounds almost pornographic, but it's a pretty good book. You want to be very targeted, very deep. And so in this case, I know that Denise, I knew was going to watch this video, and she was the first comment because it said Wisconsin, and Denise is from Wisconsin. Anytime you're doing a very specific video to a specific audience, you're not going to get a huge amount of views, but you're going to get people who are very interested in that specificity, if that makes sense. And I knew that wasn't going to get a lot of views, but it's a very interesting topic for me to write about or talk about. So that's why I did it. So I got 800 views, 10 of 10. You know what I'm saying? So here's one I did. I knew this was going to get a lot of views because it says, my video, it said, it's going to get ugly next year. So I got 7,000 views. That's 4 out of 10. All right. So, even 7,000 views after a day, that's a good video for me. But it's still only 4 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? So like the one I did the other day, more positive news on retirement, that's 1 out of 10. And I got 17,000 views the first day. So you always have a pretty good gauge of what's going to get views and whatnot. You always do. The issue is the trajectory. That's where the issue is. And since I stopped doing live streams, the trajectory has gone down. And I can see it a mile away. And so anyway, on this channel, and the trajectory on my other channel has also gone down as well. Even though I post videos, they're older videos. But even my other videos, I still get, I post a video today, or I got like 2,400 views. And that's a video from, 3 or 4 years ago. and I get paid on that stuff. I don't get paid huge, but $25 a day. I'll take freaking, I'll take the evil tech companies, freaking, and Bernie Sanders and Bo Biden's money who advertise on here. Someone said I had an advertisement for Disney on here. I'll take their stupid money. And it helps people. I mean, I see the comments. Okay, so I got 2 channels, the Josh Scanlon channel and the Heritage Wealth Planning channel. Heritage Wealth Planning is the updated ones. The Josh Scanlon is the older ones. And people say, the numbers are wrong. Why are you posting older videos? I don't even comment on that. I just don't. I mean, every now and again, I might throw a comment in there, but just, it is of help, and I still get paid. And look, YouTube's still paying my freaking mortgage, and more so. I'm still loving YouTube. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a YouTube hater in the least. I enjoy YouTube immensely. In fact, just today, I was listening to my man Matt from Quantum of Conscious. When I was taking a walk today, and another great video. You should watch my man Matt from Quantum of Conscious, not consciousness, but conscious. He talks about getting out of the org or the bog or whatever, the bog or something like that. Like those of us and the conspiracy theorists we can really go down these rabbit holes. We're just wasting lots of time. I actually noticed that about myself. I said, he goes, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing when you're doing that. He goes, if you're a conspiracy theorist, which I 100% am, because I think the whole thing, much of what we've been told is fake, from the moon landings, everything else. But if you're a conspiracy theorist, it's fun, man. It's fun trying to dissect the conspiracies. But it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. And that's what I love. On my walk, he said, he says, I'm going to lose 5,000 subscribers and I want you to leave. And he says, here's why. Because if you're still trying to find, conspiracies into what my shirt says, for instance, the numbers and all that, I don't have time for that crap. We're here to do better, to take care of yourself, to do better, to live better lives. And it's funny because I said, man, I noticed myself, a few months ago going down the conspiracy, probably 6 months ago, rabbit hole. And I said, I just pulled myself up. I said, it's fun, but I don't want to be going down that road because it doesn't accomplish anything, if that makes sense. It's fun. I enjoy it, but it's kind of like these people who get so engaged in politics. I'm like, man, is that actually doing anything for you? And the answer is probably not. I mean, it's fun. I get it. I mean, watching football is fun. And you should enjoy yourself on occasion, but don't get so wrapped up that makes your sole course of living is, I'm going to show people how much better Bo Biden is than Trump. I'm going to show people how much Trump is better than Bo Biden. I'm going to show people how the moon landing is fake. I'm going to show people how Einstein was corrupt. I mean, that's all. It's fun to do, but man, it doesn't accomplish anything. And what Matt was saying, and I love it, because we are here to accomplish stuff. And whatever that is, I don't know. And it occurred to me, I am here because I have an ability, at the risk of sounding arrogant, of taking this complex, what most people would call complex financial issues, and simplifying them for most normal people, if that makes sense. I don't know why I have that ability, but I do. Look, I'm not being arrogant. I just know for a fact I do. And it always cracks me up when I have a comment or so, you're just appealing to a wealthy audience. I said, man, you're new here. That cracks me up. You're just appealing to rich people. And I said, okay, whatever. I literally don't care. But it's like, and so for me, what I've found is my job on this earth is to help people pull them out of the bog of the negativity on financial and retirement planning. And I have a specific skill set to do that other people just don't. I'm not saying no one else has. I have one that most people know, and I need to focus on that. And anyway, so long story short, so that's where YouTube has come in. So it gives me the platform to do it. I freaking love it, man. And they pay my mortgage doing it. And then on occasion, I get people to hire me for financial planning. It's freaking, top of the morning to you. If we play Finney's Bark backwards, you can hear Pablo is a stoner. Oh, that is classic. Oh, that is awesome, Denise. Oh, look at my man Pulverizer. Pulverizer jumping on. Hey, thanks, Broken Arrow. Look at Broken Arrow just shredding on the guitar. That is too funny. Marie says, what category have you found you have saved the most for retirement? Okay, hey, look at my man Josh from Maine. We got Marsh from Maine, too. We got 2 guys from Maine. We got Dana from Maine. All the Mainers. Yeah, right. Look at Carol. Carol's crushing. We're all praying for you, Denise. Oak Harvest is paying some of my mortgage. Are they advertising my channel, Andrew? I'll take it. When I first started, I used to, hey, look, my man, this guy gave me $20. Best 9. Yeah, no 100%. Priola, are you a different name from before? Because it looks like that dog looks familiar to me. Are you the guy from Virginia? Are you know I'm talking about, the guy from Virginia? I think your wife's Puerto Rican. Is that is that Priola? Let me see here. Because another banner. Look at Chris Dorr, the firefighter. Look at the firefighter. 100%. Not you, Carol's from Ford. I was talking about my man Priola, because look, he had that picture of that dog right there. Anyway, so Priola 7, and there was another picture of a guy who had a dog with him like that. And I know that guy, and I just wonder if that's the same guy. Okay, you're the gal from Washington. All right, on. Okay, right on. Well, anyway, so Priola said a good one here, a good comment. I've always drove me crazy too, actually, if I can find it right here. 9 best strategies to freaking pull your nose hairs out. 8 best strategies to, oh wait, did Priola give me the money? Marie gave me $19.90. Marie, you don't have to do that. Come on. I appreciate it. I'll take your money, but you don't have to do that. But I'm much obliged. If you want to give me money, guys, super chats are available. I'm not too proud to beg. Don't you want to feed the bear? Give me money. But I appreciate it. Anyway, so Priola, they have these, oh God, some of these things on marketing. 4 best strategies. Look, it's a seductive. There's no other way around that. 4 best strategies to freaking, I don't know, I'm going to say whatever, you know what I'm saying? To retire with less than $1 million. And those, it works. There's no, I mean, look, I fall for that, because 4, it's like they put it very simple. They'll also do these other things too. And another thing I hate. And so, you know how they used to do 1999? Now they'll do 1997. 1999. The reason they do 1999 is because it's not $20. It sounds like it's closer to 10 than 20. And, you know, some people will say there's, some guy did some theoretically study back in 1935 or whatever that said there's, you know, if we do 1999 as opposed to $20, people will be more inclined to buy. I don't know that to be true, frankly, but some guy did it and everyone does it now. But now they're starting to do 1997 or buy my course for $147, and everybody does it. And it's like so rote and cliche now. I hate it. That's why my retirement planning course is $250. You know what I'm saying? I will probably be due, frankly, my new course I'm working on, investment basics, whatever the title is going to be, $99. I'll probably do that. I actually probably won't, because I hate it so much, the 99. But actually, 99 does sound better than 100. That's all there is to it. 99. You know, 1999 does sound better than 20. But I'll never do like 147. I hate that. And I actually emailed a guy in my business who's pretty well known. I'm not going to say his name. I said, why do you do that? He goes, there's a study then that said people are more receptive if it's 147 as opposed to, I said, as opposed to 146. Yes. I said, I'm buying that for 2 seconds flat. There is a study done. Oh, this drives me crazy. Trying to cry a lobster up. That I do that from time to time. 100%, man. What's going on in the lobster and business, brother? How things shaking out? All these freaking fools. It's don't forget to subscribe, my friends, to the Main Reset channel. The Main Reset. If you're in Maine, you don't subscribe. Dana, Chris, who's the other guy on here? Dana, Chris, Dora, Dana, Kern, and Marsh. The Main Reset channel. If you don't subscribe, you will be banned. I'll ask YouTube if you subscribe to the Main Reset channel, and if you don't, you will be banned for life from my channel. Just goofing it. But anyway, Main Reset channel, the guy's crushing. I don't even know the guy's name. I don't even think he's a lobsterman. I think his dad was a lobsterman. His grandparents were lobstermen. Yeah, it's been 3 months since I've done this. 99.97 does not sound better to you, Josh. It sounds like completely manipulative. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how Meet Kevin sells his courses for thousands. Does he? Really? Damn. For thousands? 99. I'm going to do 99, 99.99. You know what I'm saying? But man, is me. I mean, dude, doing a course is hard. I just, ugh. Dog food right on, Marie. Thank you. That's dog food. Marie gave me that $20 for dog food. That's funny. What was I just saying? I had something I want to talk about. Man, thousands of dollars. $99.97 sounds like Costco. Oh, there's Linda says, I heard the reason realtors went to 99 price and force salesmen to ring up the sale to get the customer to change. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, there you go. Look, Jill, right on. 97, exactly. I noticed that at Walmart too. To give the customer their change. Huh. Wonder why though? Like, why would? That's interesting. Why do they want to? I mean, why? It just seems to be time consuming. Why would they to open the register instead of dropping the $20 off and leave and say, I don't get it. That's interesting. Anyway, so there's a yeah, dude. Lions are my new team this year. I said that before they beat the Chiefs, by the way. The Royal Auto Group. What is that? You sell cars there, guy? I said before they beat the Chiefs, the Lions are my new team this year. The Lions are my new team. It doesn't help they got a bunch of white guys on defense too. Always got to go for the underdogs. How dare you, Josh? Don't care. You always got to go for the underdogs. And if they got a bunch of white guys on defense, that just makes me happy. So I was like, yes, all right. I text my brother, said, man, I might go for the Lions. I've always liked the Lions uniforms. I've always thought they're snazzy. I like this, the kind of powdered, not quite powder blue, but blue with the silver. It's just a good looking uniform. And now they didn't wear their silver pants they wore white with no stripes. I like remember Barry Sanders with the white shirts on the road with the silver pants and that silver helmet. That was a freaking sharp ass uniform. And of course, Barry Sanders just crushes. And I have to say that to show I'm not racist. I love Barry Sanders, 100%. The guy was just incredible. Calvin Johnson went to Georgia Tech, by the way. But there's, they look, man, we haven't had a white cornerback in the NFL since Jason Sehorn. And we need to have more equity. We need more equity. Equity in the NFL. Equity. Now, frankly, my son Liam said, "How did the guy from the Lions coach, I've drawn his name, how did he get a shot at head coaching?" Good question. I don't know. It was who was the Lions coach now? I forgot. Barry was the best. Dude, Barry just insane. Honolulu. It's called Honolulu Blue. Okay, gotcha. But I quit having a favorite NFL team. Just enjoy seeing how the games play out and hate the Vikings. Chargers are really? Chargers got a lot of whiteys? Oh, man. All right. Gotcha. But anyway, so, and then the guy from, the Jeff Saturday, how did he get the coach for the Colts? I don't know if he's still the coach. I think there's some legitimacy to saying how these guys get coached. I don't buy this as biased against like black coaches. I don't buy that for 2 seconds. I do think it's biased against people who they don't have like, how do you get like freaking Bill Belichick's son? Like I don't like that crap. Is that nepotism? Nepotism. I don't like that crap. Can you blame Bill Belichick though for saying I'm going to hire my own who I want to hire as my offensive coordinator, whatever? No, you can't blame him. But I don't like that. And I do find that it's very ironic that you have these guys kind of out of nowhere get these coaching jobs. And then, Dan Campbell. And he used to play for the Lions. I remember that. I remember he used to be a linebacker for the Lions. Because remember Schlesinger, who's a fullback from Nebraska. And I thought Campbell used to be a linebacker for the Lions, if memory serves. But how did he get that job? You know what I'm saying? Peyton Manning was our Super Bowl, right. But Jeff Saturday was the center, I think, if memory serves. But he just went to the coach. Yeah, dude, the guy, just Calvin Johnson, man. That guy. Yeah, Campbell. Penelope says, but videos on Social Security. Yeah, Social Security videos always get a lot of views, 100%. I just don't want to be Social Security all the time, every time. And long-term care stuff, I need to do another video on that with long-term care, buying a policy with what's called life insurance with an accelerated death benefit, which to pay for long-term care. Oh, dude, I'm going for the Lions, man. Anyway, so I said I was going for the Lions even before I knew they had a bunch of whiteys on D, and even before they beat the Chiefs. So just FYI, you hear to hear first. I said it. I did. And then my brother said, "Oh, man, they got a bunch of whiteys." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yes." There's a website called Cast Football. I haven't looked at it freaking years. Castfootball.us, I think. Cast Football. Yeah, .us. Castfootball.us. There's gonna be some racist guys on here. I don't like that. I'm not a racist. I just, castfootball.us. Oh yeah, they're still out here, and they talk about, they break down the teams in terms of the racial components. And I literally haven't looked at it for a long time. I find it interesting. I was just talking to my son about this today, though, that basically we had Jason Sehorn, was last white cornerback in the NFL. Everybody remembers Jason Sehorn. He had this insane pick six against the Vikings in the NFC Championship, the year they got smoked by the Ravens in the Super Bowl. Jason Sehorn had this insane interception. I think it was a pick six, actually. And then he got burned in the Super Bowl. And so he got burned in the Super Bowl. Obviously, he's too slow. But who burned him? Who burned Jason Sehorn in the Super Bowl against the Ravens? Who burned him? So Jason Sehorn gave up like a 74-yard touchdown pass in the Super Bowl as a cornerback. He gave it up. But who beat Jason Sehorn in that pass, who caught the ball to get the touchdown? That basically solidified the game for the Ravens. Who remembers that? Anyway, that's what doomed Jason Sehorn and any white cornerback ever. Even though just 2 weeks before, he had this amazing pick six against the Vikings. Who beat Jason Sehorn on the Ravens? All right, because it's very ironic that his cornerback career came to a screeching halt because he's too slow by being beat by this guy. Very ironic. Marsh says he just returned from Montana, saw some price hikes in restaurants and some great deals on hotels. Spent 2 days in Minot, North Dakota. Great zoo. Okay. We were toying with the idea of buying an annuity while interest rates are up just to add another income stream. Dude, I'm a freaking big fan. I was talking to this guy. He emailed me the other day, and he was saying, what was he? I haven't looked, but he was getting. Let's talk a little bit about annuities. So I was talking to this guy. Can anyone remember who beat Jason Sehorn? It's not a party until Pablo arrives. Oh boy, Pablo's upstairs with his mom. Yeah, remember that's. I don't think the NFL has a need for a 5'9" white cornerback. Remember they said that too in with the Rob Lowe movie, the hockey movie. What the hell was that called? The Rob Lowe hockey movie with Patrick Swayze. Hockey's the last sport for an average-sized white guy to play. See, back in the 80s, people actually had you could actually talk about this kind of stuff. It was not racist to say there's no white cornerback, and that is inherently discriminatory. There's no other way around it. And I want equity. What is DEI? Diversity, equity, inclusion. I want inclusion. I'm a 5'9" white guy. I could probably run a 6'4" 40. I want to play cornerback. I want equity, for heaven's sake. Which is kind of why you need some black coaches, because the black coaches are probably going to be the ones who give the white guys the chance. Because a lot of these white coaches, like Jack Del Rio and stuff, they're never going. Youngblood, that's what it was. Anyway, so no one remembers who beat freaking Jason Sehorn. It was Brandon Stokely, a white wide receiver, who beat Jason Sehorn on a 74-yard touchdown pass in the Super Bowl in 2000. And that was what ended the career for any future white cornerbacks. They had a guy named Steve Gregory who came up. I forgot where he played college. I almost want to say Wisconsin, but I don't think it was. And he went to the Cardinals, not the Cardinals, the Chargers. They transitioned him to safety. This is what they used to do with black quarterbacks, by the way. They transitioned to safety because they said they can't pass. They just runners, you know what I'm saying? And then, we had Steve McNair, literally Doug Williams, Steve McNair, white defensive back equity. Exactly right. We need equity. But Doug Flutie was a quarterback. But anyway, that's why I hated that crap too. I hated it. It's like, wait, remember Vince Evans? He wasn't that great in the NFL, but he went to the Bears. I mean, who knows if he would have gone to a good team, but at USC tore it up. So we had a bunch of good black quarterbacks who never got a chance. Remember where Jerry Rice went to college, by the way, Mississippi Valley State, where Terrell Owens go, like Tennessee Tech or something, Tennessee State or something like that. So how many of these guys, Stokely outran everyone in the playoffs for the Colts after, because he played for the Colts too. Exactly. But how many white receivers actually got a chance? So we had McCaffrey, not Christian, but Ed and Stokely. That was it in the late 90s, early aughts. None until Wes Welker. And that's because, what's his name? Bill Belichick gave Wes Welker, then Damian Amendola, and then the freaking gates are open now. Now we got white receivers everywhere. It's great. It's weird. We got white receivers there. We just need one to break the system for white cornerbacks. But how many white cornerbacks are even given a shot in Division I football? None. So remember, like we had what was his name? Danny Woodhead. I think he was like 5'8". He played for the Patriots when they he came from like North Dakota State or something like that. But that guy was tearing up the NFL. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the basketball. Isaiah Thomas Jr. Here's a guy he's black, but here's a guy tearing up the league, but he's only 5'9". And for some reason, no one wants to sign him. But he literally, the guy was killing it. But because doesn't fit the mold, and what's the mold? Well, whatever idiots say. It's crazy, man. And so as much as I hate the analytical stuff, in a way I like it because, you have to be 6'4" with a strong arm to be a quarterback. Well, says who? Well, that's what Peyton Manning was and Tom Brady. You're like, yeah, but did you see Tom Brady draft? No one's going to pick him. No one. I mean, you saw his draft picture, coming out of Michigan. Oh, we're talking football, so many people are jumping off. I don't care. I just talk what we want to talk about. Anyway, so Tom Brady looked like a slug coming out of college. No one's going to pick him up. But then he wins all these Super Bowls. And he's like, oh, you got to be Tom Brady. Well, Tom Brady was Tom Brady of Michigan. You see what I'm saying? Oh, what the hell? Oh, you got to be 6'4". It's like, wait, so you can't be 5'9" and be a quarterback? No, because you can't see over the lineman. Like, it's so freaking stupid, man. I hate that crap. What's the name? Drew Brees? Anyway, the point being is they have all this. You have to fit this mold, and if you don't, you're never going to get a chance. And I hate that crap. And it used to be the same way with black quarterbacks. Now it's the same way with white running backs. Yeah, we got McCaffrey. That's basically it. But there's a couple in college that are coming up. But we'll see if they make it. They'll be transitioned as fullbacks. Remember Jacob Hester? He was a tailback for LSU in the SEC. Jacob Hester tearing up the SEC, and then what did they do? They went to the Chargers. They made him a fullback, and they did have Damian Thomas. I'm not gonna lie, so it's hard to argue that, but still, made him a fullback. They had Toby Gerhart. Remember him from Stanford? Y'all remember Toby Gerhart? How dare you, voter fraud? How double dog dare you say that? How dare you? But we know it's true. I mean, come on, this isn't rocket science. I mean, you take any random black guys and have any random white guys and run against each other. The black guys are going to outrun them. I mean, shocking. I mean, Ethiopians, and the thing is, Ethiopians, they always win these long marathons. I mean, is there something genetic in there? Or they just train better? Yeah, I think they're genetics. That's why I don't want to be careful here. Let's just talk about real quick. That's why it's like, wait, there could be genetic for athletics, but not for other things, like Charles Murray. I don't want to go there. How dare I? How dare I? So we're going to ban this guy. See ya. Let's ban old Brad here. All right. Ban user. All right. We're going to go. Yeah, Mike Alstott. Remember him? Man, he was great. Anyway, so Stanford had a guy named Toby Gerhart. And he just tore up the league. He was there with Andrew Luck. I just tore up the college football. Who did he get drafted by? The freaking Vikings, who had Adrian Peterson. You're like, all these teams, none of them took him until I think he was like the 31st in the pick in the first round, playing behind Adrian Peterson. You tell me there's not something set up there, man. You tell me there's something not set up there. I was like, why is Toby Gerhart drafted? And he tore up the college football. And he's getting drafted on the Vikings, who already had Adrian Peterson. I was like, come on. So Brad says, how dare you talk about things I want you to talk? No, I don't want you to hear about. Dude, I like talking about sports. I like talking about politics. I like talking about freaking picking my nose. I like talking about anything on these live streams. That's what makes it fun for me. You don't have to be here, but you start griping like, I thought this is an investment channel. You're gone. You're gone. I don't want anything to do with that. And get the hell out of here. I don't want you. Hey, look at my. All right, sweet. So, 100%, Jeff, came to define what a woman is now. Hey, so when did you apply, Jay Shaw? So Jay Shaw is getting his first Social Security check next week. How long did it take from your application to when it's showing up? I'd like to know that. Man, you were at 297 game. Yeah, that's crazy. Remember Walter Payton at 275, and that's set for a long time. 297. 4 months ago? Is that, man? Sorry. So Jay Shaw applied 4 months ago and is just getting his first check now. So is that typical? Does anyone know, Jay? What did they tell you? Did they say that's typical or what? That seems long. And I'm not sure if that's because that's when you turn. What do they say? What do they say about that? I still know you'd still know what a woman is, dude. Trust me. Us, man, Chalupa, we know a woman. Yes, we can pretend, but we know we know what a lady is, and it will always know what a lady is. All right, so here's Linda. Oh my, look at Chris. I applied on June for an August 31st retirement. First check in October. There you go. Yeah, you can't apply online for a survivor. All right, you were early. Okay, good. So both Linda and Jay Shaw took about 4 months. So there we go. There's two anecdotal evidence takes about 4 months. June, July, October, September. Okay, right on. Yeah, Stanford had Luck, Gerhardt, McCaffrey. Oh, I forgot that Christian McCaffrey too. That's crazy. And yet Gerhardt was the one who. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now Stanford's in the ACC. Hey, Chalupa. All right, so I want to talk about a new variable annuity. So a guy had emailed me, and he said, "What do I?" So here's, all right, if that's okay with Brad, can we talk about annuities, Brad? Should I? I don't. I do know you won't get a check the month. It's the next one. Okay, right on. Okay, Linda. All right, so the guy emails me and he says he's getting an 8% guarantee in an annuity. And I said, no way. And we had a nice email back and forth. I said, you're not guaranteed 8%. Is that 8% walk away money? I gotta stress this enough. So this is a variable annuity, right? Now this isn't fixed. Fixed annuities are so doggone simple. You put $100,000 in. How much are you going to have at the end of the period in terms of a 5-year, a 3-year, a 10-year? That's just that simple. All right, so what they call them now? They call them multi-year guaranteed annuities. I never used to call them that, but I guess that's what people call them. So multi-year guaranteed annuities. I put $100,000 in at the end of say 5 years. How much is in there? It's literally that simple. I'll have 105,000 in there. Or I'll have 120 million in there. How much do I have? That's a fixed annuity. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no market value adjustments, MVAs. There's no depends on what the index does. No. None of that crap. A fixed annuity is fixed. It's like a bond, except unlike a bond, there's no price fluctuation. It is what it is. It's just like it's like CD, except it's not FDIC insured. Right. So that's not what a lot of insurance salesmen. They make it sound like you're getting a guaranteed rate of return, and you're just not. It freaking ticks me off. So what happens on a variable annuity, you have two different things here. You got the income side and the account value side. All right, so you got two different things here. The income side and the account value side. Oh, baby. Woo! That one's strong. Ooh, I just lost some brain cells. Not that I had any. Not that I had any. Hey, ooh, oh, Nelly. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Maybe Urban Brad. Now that you're talking about money, maybe unbanned Brad. Pulverizer. I'm gonna ban you, dude. I'm gonna ban Pulverizer. This freaking stupid Pink Floyd. Look, I get ever since I became a conspiracy theorist, I started to say maybe Pink Floyd's got some mojo there. I'm still bored. It's boring. I mean, I like the lyrics are freaking pretty good, but it's like, dude, the music just bores me to death. This is a guy I can. I even did a video like Pink Floyd's most overrated band of all time, and then and Jay Shaw. Oh, now Jay Shaw is going to tell me what I need to do on my YouTube channel. Oh, how double dog dare you, Jay Shaw? Freaking Jay Shaw. Ain't banned now. Not going to happen. You need Guinness smelling markers. Yes, I do, Jeff. Yes, I do. Anyway, so I said, all right. So I became a conspiracy theorist because of COVID. And I was always anti-V, if you know what I'm saying. And so I was, that was easy for me to become, to go down the next level after seeing the insanity of COVID. But anyway, so I was always anti-V before that. But then I said, oh, there's more conspiracies. Let's read about them. Anyway, so all these guys are like, Pink Floyd, Owen Benjamin, Pink Floyd. All these. I was like, what the hell, Pink Floyd? All right. So Pulverizer says, listen to this album. It's called Crap Don't Stink. And I was like, all right. And I said, well, this crap does stink. I said, it's horrible. And Pulverizer, no, you got to listen to this album. Freaking, Pick My Nose. So I picked my nose and said, man, you digging for gold up there? That stinks. Yeah, Jill. And Jill's a music connoisseur. When I used to do that stuff, Penelope, I was not I was just, I did not like it. Let's just put it this way. My mom told me about her bad trips in San Francisco because she met my dad in the late 60s in San Francisco, right? And she told me about her bad trips. And I said, I never want to do that stuff. And then lo and behold, I started smoking a little bit of ganj, probably, I think the first time, 7th grade. I smoked throughout high school. I'm not going to say much more than that because I went in the Army. And let's just say, I can't say more because I don't want to say anything, but you're not supposed to, but let's just say you did on occasion. And then, and I just, none of them made me feel good. Always made me paranoid. I'll never forget one time it was after baseball practice, me and this guy, Phil, and we had smoked some, underneath the bleachers at the high school we went to. And we're walking back to my house. And we both love thrash metal. I remember listening to band Destruction. And I guess I had a little boombox. We're listening to Destruction after we smoked some stuff. And walking back, and I felt like I had this perma smile. And I remember thinking, the cop drove by. And I remember like scared crap. I was thinking, I'm smiling. I can't stop smiling. I said, Phil, he goes, you're not smiling, dude. I said, I know I am. I said, I know I am. He goes, you're not. I just felt like I smiled. I said, dude, I hate this crap, dude. Anyway, and then a couple days later, had some friends over and we're smoking some. Jamaican Brian, who I used to work with at the crab house, he brought some stuff, and man, I just did not settle for me right. I remember even back then I used to smoke cigarettes. I used to smoke Newport cigarettes. I remember when I smoked the ganj, just smoked some cigarettes, like, it's just like, it made it feel like it felt like it was like ruining my lungs smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? It was just bad. I said, why do I keep doing this? It's stupid. And it was like peer pressure, but it's just, you're bored is what it is. And I was like, man, I stopped doing that thing, but I still like to drink. I didn't like hard stuff, but I freaking loved, I could tear up some beer, man. So drink Coors Banquet beer. Oh, tear that stuff up, something wicked. And then when I got into my brew pub that I used to work at, I started off as a dishwasher and then a bus boy and all that, and then worked my way up to manager. And we had, freaking 100 beers on tap. We brewed freaking 25 brews or something like that in-house. This is like in the early 90s before all the cool kids did it. And then I started getting introduced to like stouts and porters and Hefeweizens. I never liked Hefeweizens much, but stouts and porters and stuff. And, for the ladies, we had a raspberry beer and it just half and half with Guinness and Bass Ale. Oh, man. My favorite beer of all time, though. I love Guinness. There's no other way around that. They now have a non-alcoholic Guinness, which I can't touch because I do I just, you don't want to look, dude. I haven't drank since May 25th, 1997. Why even tempt myself? My favorite beer of all time was Sierra Nevada, bar none. Sierra Nevada, friggin' just, oh my goodness. And Sierra had a porter, which was good, but just old fashioned Sierra Nevada IPA. Man, I could freaking tear the hell out of some Sierra Nevadas, man. Oh man. Sierra Nevada. And Sierra Nevada had a like a summer ale, which is okay. Sam Adams sucked, dude. Everyone's like, Sam Adams, that sucks. That's freaking, that's Blue Moon. That's, I think, Blue Moon's done by Coors or something like that. That sucks. I did like Leinenkugel up in is Leinenkugel from Wisconsin. What's the one from Pennsylvania? The black and tan. Black and tan. Yeah, see, Torpedo IPA right now. Wow, look at Christopher. Enjoying a look at that, man. Enjoying a Sierra Nevada. Yeah, Leinenkugel. I did like Leinenkugel Red. That was good. And then have the Torpedo IPA, just a regular one. There's the one from freaking Black and Tan, man, from Pennsylvania. It's big in the papers lately. Yingling, that's what it is. Yingling, right on. Could tear up some Yingling Black and Tans, but of course the original Black and Tan is you pour the Bass Ale, you take a pint, you pour the Bass Ale in the half, and you pour the Guinness on top, and it's literally Black and Tan separated. Oh, dude, man. We used to have this thing at the brew pub, Bardo Rodeo. It was what was it called, man? Slant Six was one, but that was heavy alcohol. We had a thing called barley wine. It was like 18% proof, and we had some guy in there, just a clown. And it's just, I felt bad. I'm sure he's dead now, but he'd come in every day after work. I think he worked for the federal government, and he would get we weren't really allowed to sell barley wine by the pitcher because there's so much alcohol content. But he would get 2 or 3 pitchers of barley wine a night. And I just, man, he would get so freaking hammered. And he'd always just stand right here at the bar. He used to tip okay. A short, like a troll looking guy. Not a bad guy. He was a commie, literally a commie. But he'd get 2 or 3 pitchers of barley wine every night. It's like, damn, dude, your life just sucks. But he had someone else at Bardo. Saturday night never did much for me, man. No way. You got a case of – no, are you kidding me? You got a case of Sierra marked down to 1997, or are you goofing on me? Yeah, Maine has got some Yingling freaking crush, dude. Maine has some world class. So Maine actually is funny because Saranac was okay, Broken Arrow, but they did not Yingling. Anyone tried Chinese beer in a plastic bag? Are you kidding? Is that a thing? Dude, if I get a case of Sierra at Costco for freaking $19, see, there you go. I just did it. 19 is $20. $20. I just said 19. Isn't that crazy? Dude, if I get that, dude, I would freaking tear that up, man. Dude, I'd tear up some Sierra Nevada. But then I get, when I stopped working my brew pub and I didn't make any money anymore, I had to go back to Coors. Coors banquet beer. I'd tear the hell out of that, man. And by the way, I never liked Bud Light. Never liked Budweiser. Never liked Bud Light. So just FYI, because those beers sucked. They're horrible, horrible beers. Not many beers. Come on. But Maine did. So basically, I remember one time. So this one I was working my brew pub, and we became kind of brew pub elites because the only Sam Adams was basically only considered back then a Bach. I remember what's the one in Texas? Bach. Shiner Bach. Hated Bach beers, dude. Ugh. Oatmeal stouts. Yeah, I think Sierra had an oatmeal stout. Sierra Nevada has an oatmeal stout. That didn't do much for me, oatmeal stouts. Ugh, Shiner Bach. Nasty. Fred Sanford. Wow, that guy, freaking legend. I worked for Costco for 36 years. Hey, right on, man. Does Costco really have that? Are you saying that, Chris? Or does Costco really have a case of Sierra for less than $20? Dude, if that's true, I'm starting drinking again. Yeah, there's another Mainer. Look at my other guy. Smoke twice, didn't care for having, still enjoy a beer or two. You're drunk right now, Northern Capitan. You're drunk. Oh, Molson, get the hell out of here, friggin' Trudeau. Get out of here, Trudeau. Look at David Foltz, a.k.a. Trudeau. Molson Canadian. No Canadians allowed here. Dude, Fred Sanford kicked ass. That guy was awesome. I love Fred Sanford. I wish he was my dad. Joe says, barley wine would kill me. especially my gluten allergy and a lack of ability to obtain alcohol. It's funny how Chris isn't responding back to the Costco thing. Yeah, I bet Chris is a bot, dude. He's just trying to promote Costco here. But if you're going to be promoting Costco, I better get paid Costco. If you're using my website to promote. But anyway, so they had this. I can't remember what it's called, but we had a brew that we did in home. Oh man, it crushed. I just can't remember what it's called. I wish that I can't text him. I don't know my man who I used to work with. Anyway, so I went to Maine. So we were kind of beer snobs, and I went to Maine, and they had a brew pub on like Falmouth Ave. What was it called down by the Back Bay? I forgot what it's called. Where Little League 4 was. Anyways, in Portland, Maine. I don't know if any of y'all remember, but in Portland, Maine, they had a Little League 4, which is looking out the Back Bay, if memory serves. That's where I used to play Little League baseball, and we'd take the boat from Peaks Island to Portland. We have to walk with our cat. I used to play for Casco Bank shirt on. We have to walk all the way up from the boat. I'm going to show you guys actually. So here's what it was. I forgot I can share. So we're going to look at Google Maps. I wish you'd talk about financial planning. It's the first time in 3 months since I've been doing a live stream. We're going to talk about anything, man. It's fun. I appreciate you all allowing me to entertain myself. This is fun, dude. Especially talk about beer, freaking baseball, Maine. Dude, that's life, dude. Beer, baseball, and Maine? Man alive, dude. It doesn't get any better than that. Except for the hot ladies. There's no hot ladies in Maine. All right. I mean, other than who Northern Capitan is married to, Chris Dorr, Josh Wellner, Bissell Brothers in Portland. Beer is short-term financial planning, right on. Forrest Gump, yeah, down there, right on, Dana. Of course, Dana's wife crushes April. She's freaking kicking ass and taking names. So we got Chris, we got Marsh, we got Dana. There we go. Hey, look at Denise. Hey, Trudeau, it's a big IPA in Canada these days. Trudeau doesn't know because he drinks freaking strawberry beer. You know what Trudeau drinks? He drinks Boone's Farm strawberry. Remember Boone's Farm strawberry, what the bums drink? The wino alcohol, which I've drank many times. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys something. So when I was growing up, so what we do here, I'm going to show you Portland, Maine. All right, so I'm going to show you on the Google Maps here. Beer, baseball, apple pie, and Chevy. Look at Liberty. Of course, Liberty still thinks we landed on the moon. So he's right on these 4 things. His moon landing theories are whack, but in this case, he's right. Actually, for me, it's beer, baseball, apple pie, and Toyota. Boone's Farm. That's it, man. That's it. Right on. Look, freaking Trudeau, of course. Gritties. Was that what it's called? Anyway, I'm not sure, Chris. I'm going to show you, though. So here's, did I share this? I can't freaking remember how to do all this. It's fun being back. Not going to lie to you. I miss being back on here. I do still do my locals. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm going to do it once a week. We're going to do this once a week. It's just fun talking smack. All right, so here's Portland, Maine, and here's where I was raised on. So I was born here, but I was raised here, right? So what we do is we take the boat, and it's 3 miles to take the boat, and we'll land right there. And then Payson Park. Is that it, Payson Park? I can't remember. Hold on a second. Is that Payson Park? Hold on just a second. I can't remember. Can you all see what I'm looking at here? Yes, okay. So it was a Payson Park. I think it was that what my brother played? My brother played some because that's Deering. Where's Deering Oaks here? Hold on a second. Let me find Deering Oaks. Because Deering Oaks is here's Bell and Flower, whatever that is. Back Cove Park. Kennedy Park. Yeah, so we didn't when I was growing up, you didn't want to mess with Kennedy Park, dude. That's So the Eastern Prom, that's like Munjoy Hill and all that stuff. We're all, you don't want to be messing around here. Munjoy Hill, I had a girlfriend who lived up there. I remember freaking being scared crap. I was walking up there in 7th grade to go see her. So in Maine, what happens is they have these big houses that look like it's for rich people. There's like 3 families live in one house. It's crazy. 1 floor, 2 floor, 3rd floors. But Maine's got some nice beaches, but the water's so damn cold, you'll freeze yourself. Anyway, so we used to get off the boat and we'd walk back. I think it was over here, actually, because there's Deering Oaks. Wait, let me just find my school. Hold on just a second. Because I went to school. I don't think it's way over there in Payson Park. Yeah, Deering Oaks, right here. Here it is. So there's Daring Oaks. Who dat? You gonna work out? All right, cool. You want to jump off the on the live stream? Not trying to. Scared. So here's Daring Oaks, and so we used to live right in here, right here, and then there's Daring Oaks, which are all the 57 flavors people would hang out at night. I don't know if they still do or not, but let's just say you don't want to be messing with Daring Oaks at night, if you know what I'm saying, because 57 flavors are down there. That's where I played football in high school and middle school, right there, Portland Fitzpatrick Stadium. That's where the Portland Sea Dogs play. That wasn't there when I was growing up, and that's where the Sea Dogs play, the AA team. Anyway, so that's where I used to play football, and that's where I went to middle school, and then the high school is in here someplace. I'm not sure. It's like down here someplace. Anyway, all right, yeah, right there. There's the high school. That's where I went to high school, right there. All right, for one semester. Anyway, so we used to play baseball back in here. There's that right there. Sweet. There's my Little League 4. Yeah, right there. That's where we used to play Little League 4 I was for Casco Bank. So I used to walk, that's what, 6th, 7th grade or something like that, whatever the Little League's, from here, the boats, all the way over there to play. And anyway, so when my brother and sister were still up in Maine when I got out of the Army, they were still living with my mom. And I remember we went to go see a Maine Mariners game, and there's a brew pub right in here someplace. And I said, oh, what do they know? They don't know anything about beer. You know what I'm saying? I think it might have been like I don't know what it was called actually. But was it Grit? It might have been Gritty's. Yeah, I think Chris said Gritty's. It might have been. It was right here someplace. And I remember we went there, and my brother wasn't old enough to drink. I was, so I had a couple. And I didn't get drunk, but he drove home. I probably drove home, actually. I can't remember. But anyway, and it was pretty good. I was actually quite impressed. I was like, wow, pretty good. Always thought it would be interesting to make my own beer and wine. Yeah, and you can make your mead and stuff. Doobie doobing when you sign off just makes you laugh every time. The doobie doo. Someone said it was a guy named Greystone. He does like weightlifting stuff. Greystone Strength. Greystone. Gray Steel. That's what it is. Jonathan Steele. Is that his name? Gray Steel weightlifter or somebody. He always says, if you like what I have to put comments in the doobie doo. He always said that, so that's what I always used. Pine Point. I don't remember that. Haven't dipped smelts in years and involved damn cold streams and cheap beer, which is all we could afford. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Broken Arrow says, been to Portland, sailed it from the harbor a few times. I never knew how strategic the port was during World War II. It was cool to see the moorings where they set up the submarine. Yeah, so in Peaks Island, Broken Arrow, we actually had a battery steel and whatnot. That might have been for World War I. Now I think about it, I can't remember. But anyway, they had a bunch of forts along the thing there to protect us against the Germans. I think the Germans got a hell of a lot closer in Maine than a lot of people recognize. I don't really care that much. I'm not a big World War II historian, but I think they did get a lot closer. I think there was a lot more fear in Maine. Maybe it was World War I. I can't remember. But I think so. We on Peaks Island, we had this thing called Battery Steel, which is pretty cool, man. Because it's crazy. You could go there. You could freaking. We used to go there as all the kids on the island go there, and it's dark. It's freaking creepy as hell, dude. And they have these little rooms in there that were, like one was a jail. It was freaking creepy, dude. You know what I'm saying? You go there and it'd be light outside. You get in that Battery Steel, and it's like underground. It's freaking creepy, man. And we all go up there 4th of July, and I think they closed it off now. Yeah, but who gives a crap? They can prevent it, but are they going to kick down your door? That's another thing. Actually, the government will prevent you from doing all kinds of things, but just are they going to say, "Hey, Jay Shaw, you're making 5 gallons of moonshine"? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that stupid song? Actually, I like the song where the guy's making the moonshine. Steve Cottonwood Mouth, or what the hell is that song called? Steve Earl Cottonwood Road or something like that. You know what I'm talking about. He's getting a couple pounds of yeast to make his own shine. It's like, dude, you don't take that much yeast there, guy. Yeast, if you're using that much yeast, you ain't doing it right. That's just a fact. Whatever that's a good song. Cottonwood Road or something like that. I forgot what it's called. Steve Earle. But anyway, so you're not going to go down and If you go buy a bunch of active yeast from Walmart, no one's going to say, "Oh, he must be making his own beer." Um, it would be cool to make your own stuff, 100%. I'd say start with planting a garden, frankly. But man, it's cool, man. It's a cool thing about man. I appreciate y'all. Boone Farm was a wine swill of choice when I was in high school. Beer swill is Ollie and Falstaff. That's crazy. Yeah, Boone Farm, man. That's the poor boy stuff. Boone Farm is too classy. Mad Dog for life. To list, fairly new to your channel on the rambling subject. Love it. Maybe a good time to list yo. I'm not sure what you mean. True dope. Yeah. Natty Ba in Maryland. National Bohemian. I remember that. Right on. Barrows and James. Yeah. Boone's Farm, man. That we used to tear up some Boone's Farm, man. I guess he in Cottonwood. Yeah, that's it. Cottonwood Grove. I don't think that's a song. I don't think so. Yeah, I guess it was. All right. All right. So that's a good question, Jason. Let's see what the Wellington's done. Let's go. We're going to look at the Wellington company. All right. Let's see if they changed here. We'll see. And oh boy, the same clowns. Oh boy, same clowns at Wellington. Oh boy, look at the elite. Look at this chick. Like I got my head up. I can't smile. I so freaking hate that crap. Ugh. I don't care if a dude does it. Just look at the elitism, though. You see what I'm saying? It's so freaking embarrassing. Unique perspectives. Discover a different kind of investment partner that today's independent thinkers drive tomorrow's growth. Oh, so freaking just cocky. Oh, let's take a look at their unique perspectives. We're a unique perspective. All right. We go beyond investing. All right. They only got the average industry experience is only 16 years. Well, hell, I got since 1998, whatever that makes. So let's see. Explore a unique. And he's got his little stupid glasses on. Ugh. The initiative has shifted from companies raising capital to the investors with money left to deploy. What does that even mean? So here we got this lady. The valuation reset is welcome change for the biotech sector for the long run. Okay. So all right. So what is this? The only way he got promoted because he's 57 flavors. Yeah, here we go. We don't have a one size fits all approach to ESG. We think this is a strength of ours. Exactly, that is a strength of yours because ESG sucks. We all know it does. Asia remains the foundation for the global technology supply chain, the bedrock of innovation. Asia is the bedrock of innovation? I don't think so. Let's explore more of their unique perspectives. So we got 57 flavors. I don't know that to be true. Okay. Whatever. We got this guy right here, Konstantin Leidman. All right. Hey, at least he's smiling. Can't smile. At least he's smiling. How come a dude? She's smiling. All right, good. Why you always got to look with your head up and looking down like that? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at this chick. She got that cape thing on. Can't smile, but she got her haircut like that. And director of ESG research. Ugh. Green Horizons, how the shift towards sustainable finance. I mean, this is so like 5 years ago, man. Even what's his stupid name? Larry Fink is saying, we got to change it. Oh, I don't want to hear this stupid video. So let's read sustainability. Oh, dude, so freaking dumb about us. DEI, look, DEI. Oh, let's see about us. And she got a leather jacket to discover a different kind of investment partner. Look, that's let me go back to other people. Hey, one person smiling. Oh, that guy's got a tattoo. So we got these people front and center. A leather jacket. There's that one guy, Constantine. All right, there we go. Watch this. Hey, he's got tattoos. He's got to roll his sleeves up to show his tats. Like, see how different they are? Oh, they're great. They're so great. And then we go beyond investing. It's wonderful. We're unique. We got our stupid glasses like that. And we got DEI. Watch, everybody. Watch our DEI. And we showed this guy, a black Asian guy. And we got to show him up front. It's probably the only black Asian guy we got in the whole firm, but we're going to show him up front. We believe that a diverse workforce thrives in an equitable and inclusive culture. Our unwavering commitment to global DEI is imperative. We are in a knowledge business focusing on achieving investment excellence for our clients. We can only achieve that by hiring, developing, retaining differentiated talent to collaborate for stronger business and investment outcomes. And there's our 2022 Global Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Report. And she says, our primary objective is to deliver the best possible results for our clients and enrich investment and debate at this heart. In order to achieve this higher standard, we need a diversity of thought in the room. There is no diversity of thought in there. I guarantee there's no diversity of thought. We need everyone to feel comfortable sharing their unique perspectives. Oh, so dumb. Celebrating Wellington women. I will choose to be my authentic self. Oh, gosh, dude. It's so stupid. How about diversity and inclusion? Look at this guy. It's all fake. And she's a director, Shauna Ferguson. It's so freaking stupid. It's so dumb. So there's our answer. I just want to jump off a bridge. Actually, I just don't care. But I mean, Walter Morgan has got to be turning over in his grave right now because the whole point of capitalism is to maximize shareholders' return. It's not to friggin' feel good virtue signaling. It's not. It's always to. There's Fever Flav. What up, man? Investing in purple hair tattoos, lip rings, and no 100%, man. They look like Matrix extras. Am I dyeing my hair? But my wife says my hair I got too much white down here. Why would you say literally, does it look like I'm dyeing my hair? So I'm not, but I mean, maybe I should. All right, Northern Captain. Yeah, okay. So here's, are they getting ready to change the law on the 401ks or did they? All right. So as I remember it, not dying it, just losing it. I don't think I'm losing it. It's been like this for years. I cut it. It looks like I'm dyeing my hair. What? How does it look like? I just cut it. I might be losing Fever Flav, but I am 53 years old. But I've always had my cul-de-sacs right here. But, got hair. My mom's dad had a bunch of hair, so I should be here. All right, so let's go back to the question. So the way I remember it, RMDs for IRAs can be taken from one. So if you had 4 different IRAs, you could take the entire RMD, in the aggregate from one IRA. You couldn't do that for 401ks. If you had 2 different 401ks, RMDs had to come from each one. All right, just remember that. But I think they were changing the law or they changed it or something. But I do remember that if they were doing something to 401ks, that you could take all of your IRAs and 401k RMDs from one account. I can't remember if that's applicable to 401ks. So someone put in a doobly-doo down there if I'm missing it wrong. I disregard the noise. There are 2 things in life I can control: my actions, my reactions. I stick to my plan, and I don't let the madness lead me astray. Yeah, I disagree with that, because if the madness is in control of your investments, just because you're disregarding it doesn't mean the madness won't sink you, if that makes sense. So what you're saying, Vern, is that you're like, I don't pay attention to it. I don't listen to the madness. Well, the madness controls your portfolio. If they do, I would suggest get out of the madness and go to something that's not madness and just go to index funds and be done with it. Is there madness within index funds? Yes, unequivocally, because index funds and still invest in the same companies that are doing all the same crap. But they're not basing their investment choices based on what they feel is ESG, DEI. They're basing it based on what's the biggest firm in the index. That's how a market cap weighted index is. So all the companies within there might be silly, but in terms of the capital rating and what a firm chooses to invest, it's not based on any of that crap. It's just based on the market cap. That's it. And the market cap is pure driven by people buying and selling it. Drawback, Frank, about the index market cap is it does give rewards to the higher performers. That's what happens. And so one of the things that we've seen since the advent of the index funds in 1974, 73, with John Bogle, one of the things we've seen is that we've seen because the index funds are a cap weighted. That the better the fund, the better the company does, the better it will do because of momentum. I'm not sure it used to be like that because an index fund is market weighted, and so the bigger the performance of the stock within the index, the more it gets as a constituent of the index. It becomes a bigger and bigger constituent. It's almost like a self fulfilling prophecy. Now that what happens, that means it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and as such, the PE ratio gets higher and higher and higher, the valuation, which means it has more room to fall. But you hang on there. So I say it out of the madness. Oh my goodness, the valuations are too high. I get all that. I mean, at the end of the day, you just buy the index and be done with it. But with that said, just because madness is happening, it doesn't mean you should say I'm okay with the madness. I mean, it's kind of like saying the 57 flavor stuff. Is madness that's happening out there. We know this. And just sit there and say, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect you, but you can still you don't have to invest in companies that believe in that crap. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I don't care, but I'm not gonna. In fact, I think every day, do I even want to be part of this anymore? Because I hate corporate America. I hate it with a passion because it's so damn foolish and corrupt and silly. It's fake. But with that said, the facts are the stocks have outperformed bonds and outperformed cash over time since basically the last 100 years. And dividend paying stocks, I want to be part of. I just do. And it's one of those things I will bite the bullet, but I don't want to pay people to manage my money for that. I will bite the bullet and buy some stocks. I own some Southern company. I guarantee a Southern company, if I looked up their website, they'd have some stupid DEI stuff in there. I guarantee it. But I'm not paying them to manage my funds. I'm not. And they're still paying a dividend and whatnot. As long as that dividend keeps on, I'm going to keep on keeping on. I do own some individual stocks, and I guarantee I disagree with some of the corporate stuff. With that said, I think a lot of this is just fake anyway. I think for some reason, we are at the point where if you don't spout off for your ESG, DEI, you're ostracized. I'm not quite sure why that's the case. I think that's going to it's slowly being beaten back, though. I really believe that. And one of the things is white people need to just start saying, stop saying, don't be proud to be white. That's stupid. I mean, just because you're born doesn't mean you should be proud. But say, no. We're not. The anti-whiteism stuff has got to stop. And the DEI is unequivocally anti-white. That's just a fact. Don't be out there like, I'm proud to be white. I hate that crap, too. There's absolutely no reason you should be proud to be a skin color. That's so freaking stupid. But with that said, don't be anti-white either. And what I mean by that is when you see it, call it out. Say this is racism 101. You got kids, you got boys. I got 2 young boys. I got 2 young girls too. Discriminatory against whites or discriminatory against my kids. And discriminatory against white boys, which is happening, is absolutely discriminatory against my kids, unequivocally. So stand firm against that crap, Vern. Say, no, I'm not put up with this crap. Discrimination is bad for everybody. And anti-whiteism is just as bad as anti-blackism. It's just as bad as anti-Muslimism. It's just as bad as anything else. Stand firm, man. But get up there. Get your back arched. Stand up straight. Shoulders back. Stomach in. Sound off. Now, come on. We got to start saying, no. I'm not freaking. It doesn't translate to returns to the investor, Denise. That doesn't. So freaking stupid. How dare you, Flavor Flav? It looks like I'm dyeing my hair. Why are you guys saying that? It's the weirdest thing, man. AI Josh is darker. Yes, that's true, Fever Flav. It's gray on the sides, 100%. It's totally gray on the sides. When I get it cut, so what happens? Do you guys not? Maybe these guys are bald. So my hair gets longer, it gets grayer on top. So you can see some gray right there. When I cut it, it gets rid of the older growth and the younger growth comes back. And it's freaking, whatever that is, brown. It used to be very blonde as a kid. You see my sides are always gray. But my top is that when I might grow up my hair, it gets grayer. And you can see it when my wife cuts it on the ground. It's freaking gray. Or gray is salt and pepper. But on the sides, it's always salt and pepper. But now when I cut it, it's nice level of brown. But I do not dye my hair. Will I do that at one point? I don't think so. Because I just don't care. I'm married to a beautiful lady. My AI wife loves me. And as long as my AI wife loves me, all is good. If she says dye my hair, I'll freaking say how dark or how blonde you want it. You know what I'm saying? But widow's peaks. I call them cul-de-sacs. It's called cul-de-sacs. Look at that. Kind of not that bad. Actually, one time when Charlotte and I were dating, we're in Vero Beach for spring break, and I had just started worrying about losing my hair because I remember I was taking a shower, and I looked down and had some hair falling out, and it wasn't much, but just a little bit. I must have just seen some hair falling out. I was very panicked. I was like, I can't believe I was like 25, 26, so I'm losing my hair. And we're down at a hotel in Vero Beach. She was sitting on the bed, and I was sitting on the floor. She goes, "Why you got that? You got like you're not gonna see it, but let me show you. I got like a thing in the like a spiral in the thing in the top of my head." She goes, "Looks like you got a bald spot back then." I remember I was like, "What? What? I'm losing my." It's like, "Why'd you say I can't believe it? I'm so." She goes, "You're not losing your hair. You just got like a spot right back there." I said, "Ah." I got mad at her. We had a great. Let me just call her real quick. We're gonna talk to Shar. Hold on a second. We're gonna talk to AI wife. Hold on a sec. Just call her real quick. Hey, babe.
Yes.
Hey, you're on the live stream. Hey, real quick. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Remember when we were in Vero Beach on spring break and we're at the hotel and you said I had a bald spot on the back of my head?
Did I?
Yeah. Remember I got all mad and we went out to dinner and I was being stupid. You remember that?
Kind of.
Yeah. Good times had by me, right? Good times.
Yes.
Yeah. You anything to add? How you stuck with me all these years?
Well, if I said it, I was probably joking.
Yeah, but I got all offended. And then we went out to dinner. And I wasn't very happy. Very nice person. Remember that?
Kind of.
Right. Nothing else to add to the live stream?
No.
Yeah, but you're just talking. You're not even here on camera.
I know, but
All right.
I don't like to talk about that stuff anyway.
All right. Love you. All right, wait. Who won? Are you watching tennis?
No, it's tomorrow.
For Coco Gauff too?
No, she played today. She won.
Oh, she won the championship?
Yep.
Ah, damn. I was hoping for the other way. All right.
No.
You're going for.
I wanted her to win.
All right. Gotcha. Well, we'll have to agree to disagree. Was it close?
3 sets, but no, I don't think too close.
The other lady was moaning too much. You got to stop her moaning. All right.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Love you. Bye. She didn't say love you. My wife, I said love you. She didn't say love you. That's my AI wife right there. I'm in TD tax to TDFs now. I don't know what that means. 2023 summer full of storms. Some people don't realize how to become. Hey, thank you, Marsh. My next one, one of my next ones is going to be comparing retirement in the 1970s to now, because everyone's like, it was so much better back then, and they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Told my girlfriend about the Wisconsin investment manager as a huge eye opener. Yeah, right on, man. You got it, Fever Flav. Not many people watch that, but again, are you living in Wisconsin or something? Because yes, right, Penelope, we're all rich. This is a rich person's channel, 100%. 100%. It's unequivocally Marxism. We know this. It's no different than liberation theology. It's all Marxist. It's all Marxist tripe. It's crazy. Can't believe how much hair Josh has lost since last stream. Oh boy. Buy dividend stocks and keep collecting 8 to 9% a year. Okay. Collecting 8% of 9 a year dividend stocks. And people gotta stand up against that stuff, dude. They gotta say, no, this is racism. Racism is bad. Just do the top. Just do the top doesn't fall out. Well, blue hair may be problematic. Hey, James. All right. Andrew said he was a redhead. Yeah, look at Andrew. Then turned white real quick after I hit 50. Right on. You got kids, Andrew? Are they reds? Perfect colic. Yeah, that's how you know you don't lose your hair when you got that vampire thing right there. Cowlick, whatever it's called. The chrome dome. I think dyed looks younger on most people. I think that's why they do it, Jill, to make them look younger. Right on. Oh, FSU, that's right. FSU's on right now. Who are they playing? 1 week away from 40 years complete. Same company. Needless to say, I'm doing really well financially. Not really to say uncle, and will keep stashing cash in the bank. Duh, winning act 100%. You have a semi mullet. Kirkland was died on wine coolers, Boone's Farm, 100%, man. Yeah, I don't know, James. This is 1996 or something like that, 1995. So we went down there for a spring break. It's just she and me, her and I. Charlotte and me, that's what you say. It's just Charlotte and me. You don't say Charlotte and I, that's bad language. Charlotte and me, because you say it's just me. Say Charlotte and me, that's what we said. Anyway, so it's just Charlotte and me, and we went down there, and we went out to, I must have been 95, so I was still working my bar. I had freaking bank, I had tons of bank. So we went to a nice, like, freaking seafood house, and I was such a freaking pissy clown, dude. I was just such a clown. Oh, I mean, I'd never yelled or screamed or anything like that. Just an asshole. Oh man, so embarrassing. Like, look, I mean, thankfully I freaking woke up as like, yeah, I had girlfriends, even well before. What a freaking dick. You know what I'm saying? It's like just an asshole. See, the problem is when you're raised by, there's a book called Adult Children of Alcoholics. When you're raised by alcoholics and druggies, which I was, you don't have confidence, and there's no other way around this. And what happens is when someone gets close, you don't feel good about yourself. And so what happens is when someone gets close to you, you say, why is this chick getting close to me? Because I'm messed up. So if she's getting close to me, she must be super messed up, because she would not get close to me if she was normal, because I'm messed up. You see what I'm saying? So you're like, something wrong with her because she's with me. That's what happens here. And there's a great book on that, like Adult Children of Alcoholics. I forgot the lady who wrote it. But so what happens is everyone that was, ever girlfriend, whatever, when they ever got close to me, I always like pushed them away, because I didn't know I was doing this, but deep down, I said to myself, there's something wrong with her if she likes me. You see what I'm saying? And your girlfriend will deal with that because I can also be charming without question. I'm a fun guy, charming. One of my girlfriends in high school, I got a fist fight over her because she was being harassed, and and she liked, what I'm saying? I'm not afraid of, but when I start drinking is when I start being pissy. Not all the time, but enough. And I used to drink, and so as such, the pissy would come out like, and you don't think about it. You don't know you're thinking like this. It just comes out. You're like, it's like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And so what you start trying to do is you start trying to break it off before she, you start trying to drive her away before she dumps you, if that makes sense. But you don't ever do it. You don't drive her away, say, I'm going to break up with you. You don't do that because you don't know if there's going to be another lady or something like that. You don't know. So you don't do it, but you do it so she will do it to you. If that makes sense. It's very weird, man. It's sad. I just feel bad for all these kids out there who got no self-confidence, who are doing this exact same thing right now, because I've been through it. It sucks because you turn people away who really love you. And it's like, why would you do that? People really love you. And you do it because you have no self-confidence. You're like, and you feel you're broken, but you're not broken. Or you might be broken, but you can easily fix it with just knowing that you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? It might be to go to AA, might be go see a counselor, it might be go to, pray more. I don't know. But for me, it was going to AA. And then my mom told me about that book, Adult Children of Alcoholics. And when I read that, I was like, holy crap, this lady is writing to me. I couldn't believe it. And I said, oh, okay, I'm not alone in this. And it's like, oh, I saw, I said, yep, I'm, a check mark. That's me. I just think back of all the freaking wonderful girlfriends I had and how many I just freaking pissed away because of stupidity. And it's just embarrassing because I was a freaking dick. I get prissy and I was doing this, or pissy, and I was doing the same thing with Charlotte. And then finally, for some reason, she let me, she gave me many more chances I deserved. I was in this freaking hardcore band, and, I tell her I'd be, and I just, unbound. I just is stupid. Just what a freaking asshole. And anyway, long story short, so ultimately she said, that's it. I'm done with this. And I didn't think she was serious. She said, if you drink it more, we're done. And I said, you're not serious. And so I went up, she was in Boston. I went to Boston, go pick her up to take her to go see my mom. And we went out to dinner with her roommates. I had a couple of beers. She goes, wait, you told me to quit drinking. I said, I'm just drinking a couple of beers. She goes, no, I told you. If you're drinking, we're done. You're drinking, so we are done. And I said, what? Anyway, that was it. I'll never forget that, man. And I can't remember what happened, but I just remember I was up in New Hampshire with my friend, couple friends from the Army and whatnot. And Charlotte had wanted nothing to do with me. She goes, we're done. I was like, what? And I'll never, ever forget. I was like, holy crap. And I got so freaking drunk. I just like puking everywhere. I was just a nut mess. And I woke up that next morning. I said, I'm never doing this again. This is insane. If it caused me to lose Charlotte, you've got a problem. And I'll never forget driving back to DC. And I was, and if you read my book, Return to Peaks Island, I talk about this because it's kind of what somewhat of my semi-memoirs. And I remember sitting there at my dad's house because my dad, he had bought a house in Alexandria and he was fixing up to flip it. And he needed me to stay there because there were squatters living there before. And, he's fixing up and he said, you can stay here for free. I just need you to be here because if not, it's going to be squatted. Anyway, it's a huge, incredibly profitable part of town, but back then it was kind of crappy. Anyway, so I stay in there and I never getting back and I quit drinking. I had to give up all my friends. That's what they say you can't hang out with your old drinking buddies in AA. And then one day I was just sitting there. I was like Saturday morning. I quit my bar. I quit my friends. It was just bored, lonely and bored. And I was doing dishes. And I was like, man, this freaking sucks. That song by the Google Dolls or something, Google people, whatever that song's called. I don't even know what it's called. Iris or something like that. I can't stand that. But that song came on. It's like probably the most depressing I've ever been in my life. I don't even, whatever that song is about Google Dolls or Foo Fighters, whatever that, I don't even know what that was called. Iris or I don't know what it is. Anyway, so point being, I was sitting there, I said, this freaking sucks. And I can't remember exactly what happened. I think, did I call Charlotte just trying to make amends or something like that? And for some reason, she opened up her heart, if that made sense. And here we are, married for 24 years. We've been dating since 1993, so 30 years together. 4 kids. She's freaking beautiful as hell to me. I mean, freaking smoking hot. Love her to death. I still get frisky. She's not so keen on that with your old buddy Josh. She's like, yeah, I'm getting older there, old buddy Josh. I'm like, oh man, I'm frisky all the time for my wife. You know what I'm saying? And she's, it's great. It's freaking fantastic. But there's a time there it could have gone real differently. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of times there it can have gone real differently too if just a couple mistakes happen. And I remember like it was yesterday, got a big fight in Richmond, Virginia, drunk as a skunk. It was me and my brother got a big fight downtown and just looking for more. You know what I'm saying? I just remember I was just mad as a frick, just pissed off at the world. I don't remember what it was for. Ooh. And I remember driving. I just drunk as a skunk and just mad, looking for fights and not even, oh man, it was bad. That was in 1994, I think, 1993. Ew. And a couple other times it got bad. And things could have gone real bad, man. I mean, only but for the grace of God, man. That's all there is to it. And I don't know why, God allowed me to escape some of my behavior, but he certainly did. I mean, obviously God had, I hate to say better plans for me because that would sound like, people who do not escape their bad behavior, God doesn't have better plans. I don't know what happens individually, but for me, only but for the grace of God, dude. That's all I got to say about that because it could have been quite bad. There's a time there from getting out of the Army until about 1997 where things were just not good. And anyway, all right, let's see what else we got in here. Ocean Grill. Yeah, from maternal grandfather, right? And my granddad had lots of hair. Yeah, she was uninterested. Yeah. Jovic has to be, because Medvedev, we beat Alcatraz 100%. We saw that. I don't really see him, but Hang says hook 'em horns. Going to SEC. I know, right? She didn't give me the obligatory love you back. What's up with that? First year retired from fantasy football. Kirk is stepping away. Yep, UW health system for her. Oh, right on. Yep. See, that's what I was talking about. So Fever Flav is in Wisconsin. He watched the video specific to Wisconsin. That's you target your audience. You're not going to get massive views, but you're going to get a deep target in that audience for sure. Target date funds. Shara is on us. Yeah, she's great. 100%. Exactly, Brian. A lot of people lost their pensions. Why does James keep talking about East Coast 2023 full of storms, more storms last night tonight? I don't know why. I did see the Lions beat the Chiefs. And James, if you were here, you would have noticed, but you were not here, that I said I'm on the Lions bandwagon before they played the Chiefs. I said that. I told my son, Liam, I said, I'm on the Lions bandwagon. And I said to my son, they got any whiteys? They got any white guys? And I texted my brother. He goes, oh, yeah, they got a lot of white guys. I said, sweet, even better. And then they beat the Chiefs. I said, yes. James really wants us to know about the storms because this is like his second or third time posting that. I'm not sure why. I'm about as bald as a cue ball. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. What made me, that's a good question, Peng. Peng says, what made me decide to start a YouTube career? It's crazy to think a YouTube career. So basically, I was doing Facebook, and I was actually having targeted ads on Facebook. And I was actually, this is back in 2017. I was experimenting with doing ads, and I did one specifically for Rhode Island estate tax. And I said, I'm going to do these targeted ads on Facebook for doing a webinar on Rhode Island taxes. And I think I had like 30 people, and I'm not even in Rhode Island. I was surprised. I was like, damn. And I paid, Facebook, probably $30 to advertise. I got a pretty good turnout. So that's pretty cool. And then I can't remember what happened, but I was working on my first book, Strategic Money Planning. And one of my chapters is it's okay to borrow against your 401k. And everyone in financial planning says, don't do it. It was so freaking stupid. It's so dumb. And I remember, and I said, so I looked it up on, and just, I Google probably, I don't use Google much anymore, but because it's so silly, but I looked it up, I said, on Google, and so all these people are saying, don't borrow against your 401k. And I said, it's so trite. It's so cliche. This is stupid. But then I found one video, because Google owns YouTube. It's, came in the search engine results page by my man, Dustin Tibbetts over at Jazz Wealth, who said it's okay to borrow against your 401k. And this is like in the middle or end of 2007. I think it was the middle of 2017. It was. And I said, of all the articles, all the videos, the only one guy, Dustin Tibbetts from Jazz Wealth, says it's okay to borrow against your 401k. And I said, I just recognized there's an opportunity here. And so I started thinking, man, maybe I should go on YouTube instead of Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Because there's an opportunity here because no one else is talking like this because all these other people are freaking dumb as oxes or oxes, dumb as whatever, doorknobs. Because there is an opportunity to borrow against your 401k. It's stupid not to. Stupid not to at least to consider that. To say it's always wrong is just freaking dumb. Anyway, so I said, ooh, there's an opportunity here. Anyway, so I started saying, I don't know how to do it. And so I created I'm going to show you my very first video I ever did. It's on the Josh Scanlon YouTube channel. We're going to go to Josh Scanlon YouTube channel. So I started messing around. So I was working for this lady up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. All right, so I'm going to go to Josh Scanlon YouTube channel. And I just started kind of messing around with it. Let's go here on a second. Let's go to videos. And we're going to go to oldest. And I just started messing around just to see how this worked. And you can see the first one I ever did was this one right here. Most important sequence of events in Red Sox history. You all see that? I can't play it because I didn't know about copyright or anything. That's when Dave Roberts Kevin Millar got a base on balls. Dave Roberts stole second right there, and that changed history, all of history. And I said, okay, that's kind of cool. Then I did this one right here, tanker on Piscataway River from my office right there. And then tanker going up Piscataway. I got 23 views. So let's watch this right here. Let's see if it shows up. And so that's my big old tanker coming in. The tug. That's fantastic. Look at that guy. Wonder where he's from. Jeez. It's huge. Look at the size of that thing. Things from the Philippines. Man, that thing is huge. Look at that. Look at that.
This is tug 1, tug 2. There she goes. CSL Tacoma.
Anyway, so that's the first video I ever did, and the first one I ever did. That was literally from my office window right there in Portsmouth, and Portsmouth's pretty cool. I liked it. I didn't like working for that lady. She was too. She's not a bad person, but she was very volatile, very, very volatile. Sometimes she'd come in just great. When she was great, it's kind of like me and my mom, actually. When she was great, she was freaking awesome. When she was not great, she was horrible. Oh my goodness. So I was like, dude, this is crazy. I remember, so I'll never forget. And I was like, trying to think, I said, do I want to go on my own or what? Because I remember I was driving back to Boston. So what I do is I was still living in Georgia. I fly up to Portsmouth, stay there for 2 weeks and fly back and work for 2 weeks from home. And we got into it one time because I missed a meeting because I got caught on the plane. I think the plane was late or something like that. I forgot what it was. So I missed the meeting. I can't remember what happened. It literally wasn't a big deal. It was a client meeting. It was not a big deal. She was already in there. I had already prepared her for the client meeting, but I can't remember what it was. I missed the plane. I didn't miss the plane, but the plane was delayed or we got something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, point being, she was pissed, like really mad, like threatening to fire me. I was like, whoa. I was like, for this is weird. And that pissed me off. And so I remember coming back and thinking, I think I need to quit. And then so I went up there one last time. I went up there ready to quit. And I remember driving, and I didn't quit. I didn't quite pull the trigger. I said, maybe just because she was being nice that next weekend I was up there next week, because maybe she knew she was a little bit over the top. And I remember driving back on 95. And I was talking to my brother on the phone. I said, man, because I'm making pretty good money. I like New England. Charlotte was cool. Relocate up there, and I said I like it. She's paying pretty good money. There's a good bonus here. The clients are freaking fantastic. I love Portsmouth, and I said maybe I just want to stay here because she's being nice. I had a good relation. When she was nice, she was freaking fantastic. I freaking loved her. But I remember in the back of my mind, I said the volatility just literally reminded me of my mom. And I love my mom when she's nice, but when she's off, she's freaking insane. I can't take it. And I said, no, this has got to be it. So the next time I went up there, man, I remember I quit. And she was pissed. Like, she was freaking pissed. And I was like, literally, it was weird. I was like, dude, what the hell? And then, the next day, she, gave me, going away, was very nice. Gave me going away card. It was weird. I was like, whoa. It was strange, man. And I was like, it was weird. And she's a wonderful lady. It's just, I don't know what causes that level of volatility. I don't know, but I don't want to know because I had lived with that my whole life with my mom. And anyway, so I came down here back to Georgia. This is the beginning of 2018. I'd already started doing that channel that I just showed you about. And I said, I'm going to start just going. And so I started following this guy named Miles Beckler. And if this is boring to you guys, whatever, I don't care. It's been 3 months since I've been live. And this guy named Miles Beckler. And I was talking to my friend I used to be in the Army with. His wife is doing a YouTube channel. I said, just follow this guy, Miles. And he's got a big channel, but he doesn't get that many views. And this is one of the things, if you're going to do a YouTube channel, it doesn't matter the subscribers. It really doesn't even matter the view. The views are important, don't get me wrong, but the real important is the length of watch time. Watch time is always the most important thing. The views are important. I don't want to discount that, but the subscriber doesn't mean crap. Like my man Miles has many, many more subscribers than I do, but he gets many, many less views. It's very interesting. And I love Miles. That guy freaking crushes. But YouTube isn't his sole source of income. His sole source of income, he's got money, many different things going on. He's making bank. But he just showed you how to do a YouTube channel from start to start. Basically, he was literally showing it to you while he was building his own channel. He said, I'm starting, here's what I'm doing. And he goes, what you got to do is you got to do a video every day for 90 days, a 90-day challenge. I said, well, like I always do, if one pill is good, then 2 pills is better, right? All right. So I said, well, I'm going to do basically a 120-day challenge, because you want to develop the muscle memory. I'll never forget sitting there in one of my videos. I was doing in my room up where I used to do upstairs, and I was talking like I am here. And Charlotte walked by. I was like, this is like embarrassing, like talking. No one's watching these videos. And here I am talking, and my wife's walking by, and she didn't care. But I was like, man, it's embarrassing. And then my first video that got any kind of traction was Social Security for divorcees. And that was the first comment. I never got even a comment. And the first comment I ever got was some black lady asking about, something on that video. And I was like, holy crap, someone actually watched. I couldn't believe it. And then a couple of weeks, then, I get a couple of comments here and there. And I said, there's an opportunity here. And because no one else was doing Social Security stuff. I think Devin, my man Devin, who I love, he was just starting out then too. And he was starting to do some stuff, but no one else. I said, there's opportunity here. And then I did a video on annuities. And it got like 90 views like in the first hour. And I was like, holy crap. And none of my videos even got 90 views in the first ever. And I was like, I got like 90 views in the first hour. I couldn't believe it. It's crazy. And then it just kind of fell off the cliff. But I was like, anyway, so I started seeing it, but it's slow. It was so slow. And then I didn't even get 1,000 subscribers till August. So I started doing them in March of 2018. I didn't get 1,000 subscribers until August of 2018. That's when they got monetized. And I remember when I first got money from YouTube, I was like, oh man, if I get 25 cents per video per day, I'm gonna be freaking making all kinds of money. It doesn't work like that, man. Oh my goodness. So I was like, I'm just gonna freaking flood the zone with videos because I like doing it. I got tons of stuff to talk about. I love doing videos. It's not like I'm reaching for things to talk about. I got a million things in my head that I want to talk about because I've been shutting my mouth for 20 years before that. But anyway, I said, oh yeah, if I do a video, freaking 2 + 2 is 4, even if I only get 25 cents a day, plus all the other videos I do, I'll be making freaking hundreds of thousands of dollars. Nope, doesn't work like that. I was like, man. So anyway, so the first year I made like $3,000, but I was like, that's pretty cool. The next year I made like $18,000. And then this third year, 2019, 2020, yeah, the COVID year, I made freaking bank. I think I made like $85,000. I haven't come anywhere near that. I mean, it's not even close. I think last year I made $40,000. This year I'll probably make less. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember. Maybe I made 50,000. I can't remember. But in 2020, I made like $85,000. It was nuts. I was like, holy crap. And if I just, I said, then next year I'll be making 6 figures. Nope. Now, again, I don't take any advertisements. I don't do any sponsorships or anything like that. I just don't want to do it. But I said, man, so next year I'll make $100,000. Never came close. So 2020 was literally the year. That was the stupid lockdowns, and it was, and that was a lot of people started YouTube channels then and probably made some money probably too fast, and they're all falling apart now because they came at the right time, but it was a flash of the pan, if that makes sense, and so the reality for me was I should never have made $85,000 that first year. In that year, I should have made 30,000, the 40,000, the 50,000. Like this year, right now, I think I'm on track to make. How much am I going to make in YouTube this year? Let's see here. I can actually look right here. I mean, again, so long as it pays my mortgage, that's all I care about. And I mean, obviously, I want more. I mean, I'm not stupid. If they want to pay my mortgage times 2, I'm happy for that. And they pay more than my mortgage. Don't get me wrong. It's like this year I've made so far in YouTube. Let's go to watch time. So like so far this year, I've got 3.8 million views. 3.8 million views, and you can see the trajectory is going down there. All right, so this is. I don't know if y'all can see that. The trajectory is going. Can't really see that, but it's kind of hard to see. But it's going down a little bit. And that's where I said I better start doing the live streams again. And then if we go to 1 second, and I've had how many hours of watch time? I've had 339,000 hours of watch time. So I don't know how many days that is, but again, you can kind of see again the trajectory is going down. So you can. And let's just see how much money I've made on YouTube. And I've only so far this year I've only had 4,500 subscribers, and that includes the one. You can kind of see the trajectory on my channel, and over here is the update ones. So I've only had 4,500 subscribers in 2022. I had 7,600, but that's the whole year. So we'll see. But I mean. You can like it's okay. I mean, it is what it is, man. I want more subscribers, but I'm not going to freaking lose sleep over it. And so this year so far on YouTube, I've made $32,000. I made $32,000 so far on YouTube. Not freaking up. It's great. Last year I made $54,000. Yeah, so I don't think I'll get anywhere near that. Now, you usually make more money. Oop, my glasses just broke again. See? Cheap Walmart reading glasses. You usually make your money in the last 3 months anyway, because that's Christmas time and whatnot. Last year is also a political campaign, and whenever there's a campaign, you'll make money just because there's more ads, more political spending and whatnot. But generally speaking, on YouTube, you make your money in the last quarter, and so I don't think I'm going to hit in the next September, October, November, December. I might hit 20,000, but I don't think so. I don't think I'll make as much as I did in 2022. But again, hey man, I'll take $45,000. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the eye, that's for sure. And then my other channel, by the way, I mean, I have Josh Scanlon. Don't forget to subscribe there too. I post all my old videos there. My other channel, I've made so far this year. Like my other channel, I've got 3,000 subscribers, and so far this year on my other channel, I've made $8,000. So that's $40,000 I've already made on YouTube. Freaking hell, I'm not here to complain at all. I wish I made $80,000, but hey, look at my man, I got a $4.99. Thank you, sir. Much obliged. Welcome back, Josh. I'm back. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, you're in Augusta, dude. That's fantastic. What do you think about Augusta? I'm actually taking a trip to Augusta here in the next couple of weeks. All right. Jeremy's still talking to our Filipina. That's freaking awesome, Jeremy. Jeremy, another Mainer. We got like 1 million Mainers here. I'm glad Jeremy's a good guy, man. I'm glad. I mean, it's nothing wrong with the Filipino lady, man. That's a fact, Jack. Nothing wrong with the Filipino lady. Anyway, so that's a long-winded answer, Peng, to why I decided to start my YouTube career. And I started making money. I'll never forget. I got a lady email me, and I said, I remember I came back, and because I was renting an office space, like a temporary office space. I got an email, and some lady, I thought she was inquiring about my services because she found me on YouTube. I remember coming back to my wife and said, "Holy crap, this is like in June before I was even monetized." I said, "I think some lady wants to talk to me because she found me on YouTube." And she's like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." So I called her up, and we had about an hour conversation. And then it turns out that she didn't want to hire me after all. She was just hoping to get some free advice. And it was fine. I didn't mind because I was just learning the ropes. That's okay. And because I used to do that when I was in the broker, a financial planner, wealth manager, you talk to anybody. Anyone fog a mirror, you talk to. And so I was used to that. And then I got another guy who emailed me from the YouTube thing. And he wanted to talk about my fees and services. And I told him about my fees and services. And he said, "Can you send me some information?" And I don't have any information to send. I said, "I don't have anything to send." And then he said, "Let me think about it." He never got back to me. I said, "Okay." And the minute they say that, I know it's not happening. And then so for about 3 months there, from like June to August, I started getting inquiries. And so I knew that the channel was progressing. I said, "This is pretty cool." The vast majority were what's called plate lickers. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing what they could get basically for free. There was a couple. There's one lady in California, and she sent me a check. I was like, "Holy crap!" It was stunning to me. I was like, she sent me a freaking check, and I think she's still around on occasion. I liked her, but I see the thing is after COVID, man, people, I wasn't scared to share my thoughts on COVID. I think the whole thing was crazy. And a lot of people didn't like that. So, a lot of the people I developed relationships pre-COVID, I don't know how many. I mean, they're not around anymore, obviously, but I don't know who's around or who's not anymore. I just don't. And it's sad in a way because I did develop some good relationships with people pre-COVID. But in my opinion, those people went off the rails during COVID. And as such, and they think I did too, and that's okay. It's just weird how that happened. But I don't know if this lady was here, but she was wonderful. I liked her a lot, but I don't know if she's still around, and I just don't know. But I'll never forget, I got that check. I said, holy crap. But what was happening is I was getting a lot of conversations. I think Sergio, are you still, didn't I talk to you one time? Is Sergio still on here? I don't know if Sergio's still here. But plate liquor out some money, Tower. Yes, you can. Yeah, 100%, Jill. Absolutely. Fan of the channel, fellow Jordan, right on. Anyway, I think I talked to Sergio because I did a video on reverse mortgages. I said, they're not evil, and I think it could have sworn Sergio, but someone called me from California, the Spanish sounding name, and I'm sure it's Sergio, and we just got to chat, and that was fun. I like that a lot, but I was getting a lot of people kicking the tires, plate licking, and I'm interested. Can you tell me about your plan and all this? And I call them back, and maybe not a vast majority, but a large majority of people wouldn't hire me. And I said, I'm wasting a lot of time with these people. You know what I'm saying? Wasting a lot of time. And because they know my personality. See, it's one thing if you contact, Josh Scanlon Wealth Management, who doesn't have a YouTube presence. You're like, I wonder what this guy's like. I want to see if we're a good fit. I get that all the time, even to this day. I just want to know if we're a good fit. And I'm pretty open. It's pretty easy to tell your old buddy Josh if he's a good fit or not. I have a pretty distinct personality. I don't pull punches, and I know a thing or two about financial planning, and I'm not stupid. That's just a fact. I got nothing to sell. You know what I'm saying? Now, some people don't like I'm not in a tie. I don't care. Some people don't like I don't shave every day. Don't care. I just literally don't care. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. Hey, got $10. Man, look at people send money to me. Great lives. Hey, my man Don. Don, you're crushing, dude. Look at that guy. Don's freaking crushing. By the way, Jeremy, we took him out to. So Jeremy's in the Maine National Guard. Charlotte and I took him out to dinner because he's just Jeremy kicks ass, dude. And we went to Papacito's here in Marietta. And Papacito's in Marietta is Tex-Mex, not nearly as good as Papacito's in San Antonio. But anyway, long story short, we took him out, and Jeremy drank a beer. But Jeremy freaking took all night to drink his beer. I said, dude, I'm trying to leave. Jeremy's like, yeah. I said, just let me finish my beer. I said, holy crap, dude. Because for me, I eat fast, I talk fast, I do everything fast, which is why I make a lot of mistakes, drive my wife crazy. But it's like, dude, he's like, yeah. I said, holy crap, dude. I'm going to freaking drink that beer if you don't drink that damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, no way in the history of mankind. I just got done watching Emerson content. Is that you, Don? Emerson channel on YouTube? Dr. Corey Crush is what I'm saying. I was at the time in the beginning, Brian. Yes, sir. Yeah, look at my man Karsten up there in Tennessee kicking ass and taking names. I was a detective in Cobb, Marietta area. Yeah, I'm in Milton, brother. Emerson channel ain't me. Yeah, that's right. Look at Penelope. And see, look, that freaking Penelope kicks ass and take names. I love Penelope. So Penelope used to freaking, troll me a little bit. And I say that with all love. And I always thought Penelope was a bot because every time I'd respond back, she'd never respond back. I said, you're a bot. And she might well be still. I've never met Penelope in person. I've never met her. Has anyone seen what Penelope looks like? Yes, it's live, Wiz Parker. No one's ever seen Penelope, huh? So is she live? We don't know. She might be a bot. But anyway, and so, we kind of got off on the wrong foot because, she was wrong and disagreeing with me about something, probably about the moon landing. Anyway, it's Jill, because you're like Charlotte. You're very focused, attention to detail, very focused. You probably read directions very well. I bet Jill can put stuff together very easily. For me, directions, literally, man, I freaking hate. It hurts. It hurts. Like when I got to put something together, I just want to kill myself. I tried. I said, I hate reading direct. It's like it's ingrained in me. I can't do it. And so I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna try to figure out myself. Of course, I always screw it up. I almost said the F word, but I always screw it up. And then Charlotte will have to come rescue me if I haven't broken it. Every now and again, I'll do it right, but I hate it. I hate that. It literally. But Jill is a mathematician. Check out Emerson. Good news on who 45 is and how he hasn't wavered over the years. 43-minute. All right. So 45 is Donald Trump. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, structures are, yeah, but I don't have the attention to detail or the patience, frankly. I just can't. It's not my nature. You know what I'm saying? But that's why you're slow, deliberate attention detail. Here's Jeremy again. I've been in Augusta area since July 18th. I'll be here for a year. I do like the weather. I've been to Top Golf a few times. I might local bowl place one this week. All right, sweet. When I get out there, I'll text it, Jeremy, and maybe we can link up. I measure 3 times. Exactly. Look at Jill. I measure 3 times, cut once. Right. I freaking cut, then measure. That's what I do. 100%. And it drives my wife crazy. Like, for instance, my chocolate chip cookies don't come out well. I think they taste okay. And they always say, did you follow the directions? I did follow the directions. And then it's like, oh, yeah, I followed the directions, but I missed this one thing. I'm not mechanically inclined, Andrew. Not like you. I guarantee Andrew freaking come here and run rings around me with his mechanics. If memory serves, what'd you do, Andrew? What's your line? You're mechanically inclined. I know that. Which is weird, too, because my dad, he freaking redid the whole house and all that stuff. You'd think I would have learned some skills from it. But I've always never been like that. I was until everything became electrical. Yeah, it's probably like Jeremy. Jeremy redesigned his Jeep. I've always been jealous of men who are mechanically inclined. I've always been jealous. I'd never do it. Never. Like I could never even when I was I was a kid, taking apart my bikes and trying to redo the chain when the chain would fall off and stuff. It just took me forever. And other guys could do it just like that. All right. So Wood says, is it wise to retire early to reduce stress? 100%, dude. Yeah, welder. That's right. Fabrication and equipment operation. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And of course, it's wise if you're going to reduce stress. But anyway, so Penelope says right there, it's good to subscribe so that when you get mad, you can send a comment saying you're unsubscribing. That's freaking awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, Jill started watching me in late 2018 or 19. We had 15,000 subs. Yeah, and I'll get more if I show my wife, but she don't want to do it. I'm going to Vietnam for a month with friends to visit their family. But you keep talking about the storm. I don't understand. What am I missing here? That's okay. Yeah, if they'll still have me. YouTube's, it is losing now. TikTok is taking a significant stuff from YouTube. There's no other way around that. YouTube's got the playlist, it's got a jukebox that you can't find anyplace else. But I think the heyday of YouTube is behind us. That doesn't mean there isn't money to be made. But TikTok, I guess Facebook is still, there are people still making money on Facebook. I never did, but TikTok is really giving YouTube a run for its money. Instagram, and I think YouTube's best days are behind it in terms of being able to monetize it for sure. With that said, it's still the second largest search engine in the world behind Google, which happens to own YouTube. But yeah, I think if you're going to come on board, you got to be very. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I just think the lady I'm trying to encourage to do a channel, I said, she has a skill set that is not very commercial insurance. I said, I think you have it'd be a niche, and you're probably going to take a while to monetize. When you do monetize, it'll be very profitable for you, but it's going to take some time. And you always got to remember, no one watches your videos when you first start. No one knows who you are. No one cares. And if you're going to start a channel, you got to realize that. And it sucks because you're like, dude, I'm doing these videos. It's embarrassing. No one sees it. And then you get a comment. You're like, hey, someone saw that. And even the comment says, you sucked, scam, go pound sand. You're like, hey, but you still watched it. But you can't do videos to appeal to people. You got to do videos that makes you appeal to yourself. Because if you're doing it to appeal to people, you'll burn out. Because you're going to appeal to them and you're going to not appeal to them. You're like, why did I appeal to these people? You got to do what makes you happy. And if it makes you happy to talk about freaking, not enough white cornerbacks in the NFL, you're going to piss people off. That's fine. But I'm not going to pretend like that's not important. It's not really important. But you know what I'm saying? You got to do what you want to do. Or else people are not going to you're never going to be happy. I was texting a guy the other day. I said, do you ever just get bored? And I wasn't even talking about YouTube specifically. This is my man. I love him. He's making bank on YouTube because all the time. In fact, he says, I freaking hate it half the time. But then that big check comes in because he does a lot of sponsorships. He goes, that big check comes in, I hate it less. And see, I love it. That's the thing. My thing is now his niche is, I'm not going to say anything about it, but he's got a specific niche that he reports on specific aspects of our world that kind of bores him, frankly. But he's making money off it, so I'll keep doing it. I mean, but he doesn't like it. I mean, he doesn't hate it, but he's just like it's boring to him. And that's not the case for me at all. I love it. I'm not making nearly any kind of money he is, but you know, who, and I don't know. I would say who's got longer staying power. I don't know. I don't know that to be true, but I just I don't get up saying what's my next YouTube video. I don't think like that at all. But I do think like if I'm reading an article or something like that, ooh, that's interesting, I'll share it with it. And I also don't read articles or do videos that I don't think are going to be interesting to many people. It just is, I want to make sure it has enough appeal that enough people watch it. But I don't like sit there and say, I don't do titling and see what keyword research and all that. I used to. I don't do that anymore. I used to a long time ago. I don't do that anymore. But anyway, Miles Beckler, again, he's a guy who kind of mentioned all that. And there's a lot of value in Miles Beckler, watching that guy. Keyword research is big. I probably should. I got a pretty good gauge what draws now, for sure. And as such, I do what I can. All right, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Appreciate all your donations, guys. This is great. YouTube has too many rules now. Everything that folks want to see gets demonetized. Yeah, 100%. It's true, man. It really is. The content is getting dumbed down, and that's part and parcel because of TikTok as well. But it's all turn on a dime. I'll turn on a dime. Oh yeah, that's right. And then Twitter is getting more and more. I know, man. But I'm a. Oh yeah, people say it's clickbait. I don't, dude. If I want clickbait, I'd put my wife out there. You know what I'm saying? Because she's freaking smoking hot. But later, Jeff. But I'm not going to do that because she won't allow me. But I know what can draw people. My goodness, anything is doomsday will draw people. Every now and again I'll throw that out there just to. It's doomsday. No, it's not. But the content is getting dumbed down 100%. 100%. Elon is being smart and paying creators a premium to move to X. Yeah, that's also what they did on Rumble too, and that is smart. But then the smaller creators like me got to pay Rumble to be on Rumble, and I didn't want to. I'm still on it, but for live streams. I like Rumble. I watched Owen Benjamin on Rumble. I watched Dr. Thomas Cowan on Rumble. I haven't listened to Steve Dace in a while, but I follow him on Rumble. The Baileys, I watched Dr. Bailey on Rumble. Forgot her first name. Sam Bailey. Man, Sam Bailey freaking crushes. Watch Turtle Boy. He's on YouTube, but I watch him on Rumble sometimes. I like Rumble, but YouTube is they really are. It's and I don't do any live streams on Rumble, but all my videos, I didn't even know this. All my videos automatically go to Rumble. I didn't even know that until about 6 months ago. It was crazy. It's like they show is kind of cool. And I'm on Odyssey. I don't post. It just shows up on Odyssey too. But all right, we get out of here. God bless, guys. Remember, say a prayer for Miss Denise out there. Denise in California. She had a pretty big surgery on her back, and it's painful. And we want to get her up and running again. So prayers, and just you can never go wrong saying prayers, dudes. You can never go wrong. So God bless, and we'll see you guys next Saturday. We'll be doing regular live streams right here Saturdays, and we'll see you guys 8 p.m. Eastern time every Saturday.